Rated M for mature audiences. The views and opinions expressed on this show are those of the speaker and do not necessarily reflect those of the PFC Entertainment Network or any of the affiliates that make this show possible.
This is the Pure Fury Creations Entertainment Network.
From the gridiron to the ball diamonds, from the hardwood to the ice rinks, from the fairways to the octagon and everywhere in between. If it makes headlines, it's fair game on the Sports Reel podcast on the PFC Entertainment Network. And we welcome you to the Sports Reel podcast live on the PFC Entertainment Network, along with Tim Sheridan and Eric Mendal. I am Jason Clouse. Certainly appreciate you tuning in with us. We are simulcasting this as we do each and every week, live and in living color on Facebook, YouTube, Riverside.fm. In just a moment, we will be posting the link in the live chat. If you are watching us on the Facebook feed, you click that link, it will actually bring you on to the show with us. Or you can just use the traditional text message format on here. Listen, we got breaking news. Big weekend in the playoffs of the NFL. The Red Wings and Pistons were in action. The stage has been set for the national title game in college football. All that and more. But before we get to that, gentlemen, good to see you. Tim, how's things?
Things are really good. Besides, I got a lot of shit going on here right now. Like, I'm trying to get all these devices going so I can pay attention in all chats. But other than that, I'm doing pretty good. Just slammed some really hot fucking lasagna. So the roof of my mouth is burnt. And I don't even have one beer in me yet. I'm still working on the first one. So I'm not in a good place right now.
Man, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. I've just been busy. Been busy. But yeah, no, life is good, Jason. Life is really good. Crazy weekend of football. I can't wait to get into it. Other than that, yeah. Jason, how are you doing?
Doing pretty good, man. We're staying busy. Doing this show. We launched a new show last week. We've got TV on Friday that I'm getting prepared for, and then there's real life shit. So, I mean, never a dull moment. I can tell you that. This time off that I've had is just flying by, and I really need it to slow down a little bit because
it's not going to happen.
I know. It really isn't. Eric, how's things, man?
Good. Just getting out of the holidays, getting back to the normal routine, and just getting back to work and living life again, But very happy that we got my good buddy Justin Carl on the show. Big sports guy, known him for years, and really looking forward to his opinions on pretty much everything we're going to talk about. So that's good.
Very cool. We appreciate you being on the show here with us this week. So, and again, I did post the link. It should be popping up on Facebook here in just a moment or two. That will actually bring you on to the show if you so choose. Breaking news this afternoon in the realm of the NFL, Tim. I saw your video. That's actually how I learned of it, if I can be honest with you. You were Mr. Exclusive in my eyes. Mike Tomlin stepping down as the head coach of the Pittsburgh Steelers after what was just a miserable outing yesterday against Houston. Just ugly game for it. I just couldn't believe what I was watching. What's your takeaway on this?
Well, I had to jump on that one pretty quick to get that word out there. Actually, Chase tipped me off to it because I had no idea that it happened, and we were on our way home from picking him up from school, and he's like, Mike Tomlin stepping down. I'm like, what? I was like, where the hell did you hear that? He's like, ESPN just reported it. And I'm like, fuck, I got to do a video like right now as soon as I get home. But my take on it is I don't know if it, honestly, I think it might have been a mutual thing. To be honest, me and Carl were having a discussion on the way over here about it, and he's had a really good career, but he hasn't really taken him past the wild card spot in quite a few years. So I think it might have been that time that they wanted to move on. Plus, by having him step down, they kept some trade equity there because if anybody wants to sign him, they got to trade for him. So.
Right.
He's not going anywhere anytime soon unless somebody wants to give up some pieces. And if you want Tomlin, they're probably going to want a decent piece to get him.
That's one thing they kept harping on during the broadcast last night. He hasn't had a losing season as head coach for Pittsburgh in 19 years, but he couldn't get him past or over the hump. And I'm like, and they mentioned that like 3 or 4 times. And I remember thinking, okay, I get it. I mean, what the fuck are we doing? So when when I saw your video, I gotta be honest, I think I was more bummed than I was shocked because he has been, by and large, a great coach for Pittsburgh. He just could not finish the deal for whatever reason. Eric, what was your takeaway on this?
We'll let Carl speak on this one first. I'm very interested about his opinion because he knows all about the big, the killer bees he had there and all that. So, and he couldn't do it then. He couldn't do it then. So, Carl, what's your take on it?
So, honestly, it's not that surprising to me. One, if you look at the rosters built, they need assets. They're older. I mean, you got DK. Obviously, DK doesn't look like DK since he's been in the Steelers. He has a couple bright spots here and there. And if you look at, they're getting older, just like overall as a team. Like they need some big pieces. I know they got that linebacker from I believe it was NC State.
Or the one you're talking about, Ohio State?
No, I think it was NC State. It was like last year. He's like a taller kid. Got him in like the 4th round, I believe. And like other than that, like they don't have any equity like moving forward. Kind of like what Tim was saying is like I think they need something to happen, and they need to rebuild. Like they don't have a roster. Their best player just punctured his lung. Granted, it was like, a fluke accident or however you want to say it. But regardless, their best player went down. Obviously, that affects the game last night. He's a game wrecker.
Yeah.
And then you just look at how the roster's built. It's just not built to get over the hump. It's going to have sustained success. Sure,
it's not the Steelers we grew up watching.
No, I mean,
it's not. That defense was lights out when we were growing up.
And the run game hasn't been amazing this year either. Like for them, and like I mean, they tried to go out and get like splashy picks last year, or splashy pickups last year with Rodgers and DK. Obviously, that didn't work out. You lose your best defensive player, you can't be successful in the postseason, in my opinion.
No, not at all. This defense wins championships. It's proven. And
they need to do a rebuild. And like, I think it comes back to being mutual, is because like it is impressive. He's been there for 19 years, never had a losing season.
That is true. It is very
and in a rebuild, generally, it's not going to go well.
Yeah, but you had the big 3 there, and you couldn't get him past the wild card.
I mean, earlier in his career, I think he has less excuses. But as of late, like, I think it's just one of those things that, like, for the first time, we're going to see the Steelers not be the Steelers, and I don't think Mike Tomlin wants to be a part of that because this year I believe this last win he just had, he just became like the most winning coach in Steelers history.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's impressive. They have, the Steel Curtain era. They still had the early, the Big Ben, Jerome era. Like they have some history there, and he has some crazy accolades, and kind of like what Tim was saying is like, you can get a lot for that guy.
100%.
And he believes he's at that caliber. And if the Steelers want to go into a rebuilding situation, he doesn't want to be a part of that. It can help both sides. You get assets to help an aging roster, and you don't have to be the guy that like watches the Steelers lose and be like, oh, this is Tomlin's. Like, we're already talking bad enough about him. Like,
that is true. That is very true.
The guy doesn't want to like get even dragged through the mud even more. I was actually surprised to see Aaron Rodgers' post-game interview sticking up for him, not as much for him, but Matt LaFleur too.
Really?
He stuck up for Matt LaFleur, and I know they had their butt in their heads at the end there, which, that's just...
It's Rodgers.
That's just Rodgers.
Yeah.
It was cool to see him, like, stick up for him, and that's what the most surprising part is. You think he would know, and he was, like, last night, like, batting for him, and now this morning, I mean...
It is what
obviously,
it is.
you see what happens. It's a business.
Yeah, it is what it is, but... my take on it is it was kind of surprising, but the more I think about it, it's not, because he hasn't got he hasn't gotten past wild card. in years. You know, he had Antonio Brown, Le'Veon Bell, Big Ben, and he couldn't get him past that. He couldn't get him close to a Super Bowl. It's about time he went, just like Harbaugh. You know, he hasn't done anything since 2012. You know, and they have Lamar. They had all those pieces, and he couldn't get past that ugly ass jersey behind Patrick Mahomes.
Get off the Mahomes jersey. Everybody's got to bring up my damn Mahomes jersey.
Gonna put a Josh Allen jersey there when he wins the Super Bowl.
His wife wants that. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, but I think it was better that he does step away because, like they said, there's assets they can get, and if Pittsburgh got to go through a rebuild, which I never thought I would see happen, but it's going to work out for both ends. You know, he'll go somewhere he wants, but where does he want to go? Because every head coaching job, pretty much in a rebuild stage. You got some that have potential, but not a lot.
I mean, I don't know. It kind of depends on, like, in my opinion, like what the roster is built for, where you want to go. I think New York Giants is kind of an attractive spot. I know Harbaugh's in talks up there.
Yeah, I think that's where Harbaugh's going to end up. Eric Cherry was just asking in the chat where we thought Harbaugh was going to go, and I think the Giants. If it showed up in the chat, it didn't show up in the chat yet. I linked it back. It'll be in the chat in a minute.
No, I can see that because the Giants are definitely building on something with Scadboo and Jackson Dart and all that. They got and Malik Neighbors.
And if you look at the PFF ratings, I mean, Carter had a really good year this year as far as, you know, rankings go, as far as the power rankings like that. Like, I was surprised by that. I didn't think that he had that good of a year, but
That's fair.
supposedly the PFFs are the gods.
Okay, well, there's our intake on that breaking news there, Jason.
Jason, what's your take on it?
Yeah.
It's the end of an era. I mean, it really is. We have a guest that's about ready to join the show with us here.
Is it Zach?
Oh, it's Mr. Abbey.
Hi, guys.
What's going on?
Staying off that leg.
Oh, yeah.
Better be staying off that leg because I need you back soon.
We're working on it, Tim.
Place is fucking falling apart, man.
That's what I hear.
Falling apart when Mark was there anyway.
That's true.
That's true.
Welcome to the show, Mark. We appreciate you being on here with us. Right now we're talking about the breaking news this afternoon with Mike Tomlin stepping down as the head coach of Pittsburgh. Do you have an opinion on this?
Not a whole lot. I feel that somebody's going to pick him up. You know, I think that 20 years, I couldn't believe they was already there for 20 years after he took over from the other coach there. God, that was a long time.
They've only had 3 coaches.
Yeah, but who was the guy before him?
Bill, I can't think of his last name.
Bill Cowher.
Howard, yeah. So, no, I think he was a good coach. I mean, he took them to the playoffs several times, but just couldn't get over the hump.
I mean, he got him over the hump when Big Ben was there.
Yeah.
But it's been a long time. Ever since kind of like Big Ben left, they've never been able to get back there. And even towards the end of his run, but I mean, he was getting old.
Well, when you got that drama with Antonio Brown and then Bell leaving, that's when it started really going downhill.
Yeah.
When the superstars wanted to go, that's when they couldn't rebuild it and get what they had.
Actually, I think Dave's onto something. He said that Mike Tomlin wants to pursue a career as a Broadway actor and dancer. That could be, that might be the direction that he's going, Dave. You never know. I mean, we'll see him on The Masked Singer here pretty soon, and then Dancing with the Stars. He'll make the rounds pretty soon.
Terrell Owens did it.
Yeah,
that's true.
But speaking of that, Mark, we were talking about it because with him stepping down, nobody can just hire him. They have to trade for him now. Like the Steelers still own interest in him because he was still contracted to be there. So if anybody wants him, they got to give up some draft picks to get him. It just depends.
Gotcha.
But,
Very interesting.
Yeah, it's thin out there now because I think it was reported there's 9 head coach positions open currently. That's why when you asked in the chat about Mike McDaniel being a possible OC here, I love the idea. You guys were talking about it, in the beginning, and you have better ideas of the direction you would want to go, Carl. But we'll get into that a little bit when we get into Lions and back into the NFL. But with 9 openings now, I don't know if we're going to stand a chance to get him as an OC because they need they need head coaches across the league, and he's an experienced head coach that's had success. I know he hasn't had success in the last couple of years, but that first year he did have success. He took them to the playoffs. And they lost to the Chiefs. Unfortunately for them. I mean, the Chiefs won the Super Bowl that
one
year.
of the coldest games out there. Yeah. Shut up.
But that's kind of somebody'd have to trade for him.
They will.
They might. It just depends on who wants to give up what to get them and who else is out there. I mean, I think there's going to be a lot of empty OC and DC positions to fill up after this
there will be. 100%.
hiring season.
100%.
And
the Eagles just fired their OC.
They did. And I saw that.
There's
Speaking of Miami, you brought that up. I saw that our DC, they've requested an interview for a head
the
coach
Dolphins.
position, so. Yep.
That makes me so sad. He did so good this year.
I don't think he's going to.
He's not going to go.
I
I don't think he's going to go anywhere, but man, Shepard was phenomenal.
He did good.
So from my understanding is teams have to, when they're conducting interviews, they have to interview a certain number of people. So they'll just reach out. Sometimes they're just, they got to interview them to interview them.
And
but
also
they need to fill
race.
those
They also
spots.
have to, because the whole thing with Brian Flores now has to be a race thing.
Yeah. So they got to, they have to interview.
Because I
got to
think
be diverse.
Flores got fucking hosed.
Mark's in there. What are you eating? Cereal, Mark?
Joins the
Ice
chat
cream.
watch it so we can watch it.
Sorry.
Joins the chat
I
so
have
we
to
can watch
finish
it.
it.
Oh, Dave said he hopes that the Packers hire Matt Patricia as the head coach, but the Packers have not fired their coach yet, and I don't know if it's going to happen, and I don't think it should
Matt
happen.
Patricia ain't going to leave Ohio State. That's the best gig he's got since he left the Patriots.
He's struggling.
And I
There's
don't
a
think
lot of good coaches out there, though.
I don't think LaFleur is going.
Look at Indiana. Like literally, the dude, you never knew of him until now, and he's literally, like Carl said, 2 years ago in his press conference, Google me, I win, and he's proving it right now.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
If he went to any Big Ten school, Northwestern, Indiana, he went anywhere, he was going to win.
And people are already talking about they were saying well, what he's going to do next year when Mendoza and stuff leaves. He's already got some commits.
Yeah,
coming to
yeah,
him.
he'll be
he's
fine.
reloading.
He'll be fine. Indiana's going to be a powerhouse for a while. Long as he's there, they're going to be a threat.
Because Mendoza's going to be the starting quarterback for the Raiders next year.
Probably.
That's what everybody says.
Yeah.
Probably.
He'll
I
be
can
the
see
number one
that.
pick.
The way he's playing, I can see it because that Oregon game. He made some very good passes, but
And he showed off his legs a lot more.
he did.
Impressive.
But let's get into the other sports before we get into football. There's going to be a lot of football talk.
Yeah, we'll get deep into football towards the end here,
You want to get into that?
and then we got to get Jason.
You want to get your golf out of the way?
No, golf comes up at the end. Tim's 2 minutes of golf starts today. It's coming back.
Yay.
I announced it. It's going to be
Golf's
longer than
good.
2 minutes
I know,
too, because
he likes golf. So
yeah. There's some. We were talking golf on the way.
there you go. You got
go
someone
pick them up.
talking about golf, so. But let's get into the Pistons. So we'll have a good conversation about them.
All right. Let's look at last week's results. They had a limited schedule last week. Big win over the Chicago Bulls, 108 to 93. I was actually at this game. I'll talk a little bit more about it here in a minute. And then on Saturday, they dropped one to the Clippers, 98 to 92. I see these results, and I always think back to what Tim had said a number of weeks ago, where the majority of their losses are not blowouts.
No.
These are competitive games. And then you look ahead to this week. On Thursday, they're at home. Well, they're at home all week with the Phoenix Suns on Thursday. Saturday, the Indiana Pacers will be in town. And then Monday night, the Boston Celtics will be here. Look, I took in the Pistons-Bulls game. My girl and I went down there. First time I've seen the Pistons play since I went to a first-round playoff game against the Bucks in the Palace during the go-to-work era. My brother and I went. That was the last time I saw the Pistons live. And so to go to a new arena and to see this team and, seeing it in person was very cool. The crowd, the atmosphere didn't really get hyped until the fourth quarter. Like everybody was just kind of sitting on their hands for the most part. worrying about the stupid fucking mascot going up and down the stairs. But right as we're going into the fourth quarter, then they started to really come alive, and it was a big win, and it was a cool experience overall. Very cool experience. Did you guys watch that game?
I did not.
I watched a little bit of it. Not much.
I did not watch it, but I caught highlights of it. It was a good game, and they won. But I think we all called for them to win that game, anyways. But you were supposed to record a bunch of fucking videos and shit while you were there. What happened?
Well, number one, I thought my phone was charging on the way down there, and it was not. And two, because my camera is busted on it. Like, I tried to do one, but I couldn't. I can't use like the selfie option on it. So trying to do it, it just did not work out. It just was a disaster. I did try.
Sounds like you were sitting on your hands, like the rest of the fans there.
For real?
No, actually, we were doing a lot of moving around, and we were the vocal ones in our area. We were kind of set up in the corner of the arena on the first bowl up. But we could see everything perfectly fine. It was a good time. It really was.
I mean, they play with some high energy. I mean, they got some young cats that just get after it. Like, I love Duran. Duran plays hard, rebounds, defends the rim like nobody else, man. I mean, he's exciting to watch.
I think he's got some crazy stat that, like, when he starts, aren't they like 10-1 now or some shit when he starts?
Yeah, he's a freak. And like, I'm not getting anything against Stewart here because Stewart is a dog.
Yeah,
I've liked Stewart since he tried getting after LeBron. When LeBron like hit him, he wasn't gonna back down to him because it's LeBron.
Yeah,
not a big LeBron guy. Like,
well,
I can respect his skill.
Fit in right here because they're not big LeBron people.
We got in an argument a couple of weeks ago with a guest about who the greatest of all time was. So yeah, we were all against LeBron being.
You got
in
the
that
picture
position.
up there, so
yeah.
I mean, I think he's probably the most skilled player of all time.
No.
We're not getting into this.
No.
We're not doing it.
He's got nothing on Michael. Jordan's the best of all time.
I didn't say the best of all time. I said most skilled. That's like the Shaq argument. Shaq is the most dominant player of all time. He's not the greatest of all time.
You're not wrong about that.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
If
I think
Shaq had Kobe's work ethic, dude,
Shaq would be the GOAT.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Because I mean,
no one stopped him at all. No one could stop him.
I mean, he said it himself. I saw a little clip the other day. Like, somebody asked him like, what would happen if him and Joker went at it, and he'd be like, it's Slovakian chicken. And
oh yeah.
He'd like, man would just eat him alive.
Oh yeah.
His size, his strength, and his footwork was unmatched.
Yeah.
Like, he's never seen a drop step to a tomahawk.
No.
Like, he's getting bullied.
Yeah.
But when you talk about skill, like basketball skill, like LeBron's probably the most skilled player of all time. He could do everything, and he should have been the GOAT in my opinion, because you're 6'9" and you're the best athlete we've probably ever seen across any sport as far as physical ability, but he does not have the mentality, and that's what kills him.
Okay.
In my opinion,
he
should be the best player without a doubt, but he's not because of his mentality, and that's on him.
I think undoubtedly,
in my opinion,
he's the best flopper of all time.
Oh, absolutely,
absolutely.
And he invented that, and I think he should copyright that and get paid every time somebody flops.
Just like Carl said, it's his mentality. That's his mentality right there.
Like, if he was playing like early Giannis, like back when Giannis like came out of his shell and like just was shitting on people and didn't care and wasn't calling for fouls, he was just shitting on them and like, okay, and ones. Like, LeBron could do that like the best version of LeBron, in my opinion, in the peak LeBron, is when he was at Miami after they lost to Dirk, and him and Wade just decided, we're not taking threes this year. We're gonna go down the lane and just throw it to each other and bang out. And he was doing like highlight blocks. Like, dude was an assassin for one season.
Yeah, he was.
MJ did it for every season.
Yeah, he was pretty young back then. I mean, he's on his how many years has he been in the league? It's over 20 years. It's
2008, I think.
No, he's older than that.
He went in the league at 18.
Early to the. Jason, can you look up when
I believe
LeBron got drafted? It's early 2000.
I think it's 02.
02.
Him and Melo came out.
It was not in 02.
Yeah, no, it's he's that old. He's been in the league that long.
The Pistons won the championship before Melo and them were in the league. So
no, he didn't.
Yes, they did. How much you want to bet?
No, dude.
Yes, they did, because we didn't draft him. Oh, we could have drafted Carmelo.
All right.
We want to know for what?
Hold on.
What year?
Jason's looking at it.
What year? did LeBron get drafted?
This shit is running so slow right now.
What year did he get drafted?
I'm looking.
2003.
2003.
Sorry, I said 02. My fucking
So I mean,
Okay, you're right. You're right.
22.
He played against the.
I thought it was a little bit
He played
later.
against our fucking boys with Wallace and Rip and all them,
Yeah. Okay. Fair.
and they couldn't fucking stop him. And that was one of the best defensive teams of all time.
It's true. Okay. You're right. You're right. I thought it was like 06. I thought it was like right after we won the championship.
Like
'Cause I remember
right, like it was like right at that time period where like we just won and they were still good, but
we didn't win
kind
yet.
of falling off.
We didn't win yet in 03. We won in 04. So
Well,
you're right
his
before.
rookie year, yeah,
Yeah.
but
So
then
he was coming in to cause
He didn't,
problems.
yeah, he didn't like. I mean, his rookie year was solid. Like I think he got rookie of the year and everything.
Yeah, well,
but
probably. But I just remember them talking about if we drafted Carmelo, like, fuck, they said we could have won 3 or 4.
Melo's a dog.
Well, yeah, because Melo would have stepped right in. Tayshaun would have been the 6th player. It's like, dude, you pick your poison right there.
Melo was a bully.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If we would have drafted him instead of whoever the hell we did, that I just keep hearing that talk about Chauncey Billups talk about it, Rasheed, all them. I'm like, but it's all about what ifs.
Yeah.
Real quick question, because I haven't heard Mark's answer on this. Mark, who's the greatest of all time, Michael Jordan or LeBron James?
Well, you both said it right. I would say, so yes, Michael Jordan probably had, kind of invented the fly, but LeBron, I would definitely say, LeBron is definitely an awesome basketball player, but his attitude kicks him way down. That's the problem with LeBron.
Fair enough.
Had he had a better attitude, I agree that I think he probably would be the best basketball player of all time. But his attitude's a piece of shit.
All right.
The way it goes.
Because he reminds me of Frank Gore. Is Frank Gore the best running back of all time?
No, but he's consistent. He was there
No,
for
but
years.
he's top of the list for yards.
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah.
Because he played fucking running back for 12 years.
Yeah.
And nobody else did.
Yeah.
Congrats, LeBron. You've played it for 20, and you can play half the game now.
Yeah, he'll be going on 23 years next year.
Yeah, it's
23 years. And he still, to me, hasn't lived up to what Jordan did.
You see his picture of his feet? They're destroyed.
Oh, I'm sure his hands are all destroyed, too, to be
Oh, yeah.
honest.
Any pro athlete's hands are destroyed.
Yeah, like Eric said on here, can you highlight that? I mean, when it comes up, I don't think it's popped up in our chats yet.
There it is.
There it is. Boom. 9 more seasons and Jordan still hasn't caught him despite putting together a super team after super team.
Agreed.
There you go.
Yeah.
There
And
you
he's
go.
played with more All-Stars. I mean, granted.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
I mean, obviously, like my boy Rodman. I'm a big Rodman guy.
Oh, yeah.
And Pippen, best Batman.
Yeah, but
Or best Robin, excuse me. And I still think that like LeBron's played with better talent overall.
well, yeah, because Jordan made people around him better. He made them better. He didn't just go look for better players.
Yeah.
He made he challenged them in practice. You heard the Last Dance and all the stories. He was a dickhead in practice,
He was a one-of-a-kind leader.
but he wanted to win. So he's like, I'm gonna push you to win because I want to win, and that's what he did.
Yeah, but even the talent level in that time, like everybody says that LeBron's played against, more talent or with more talent. But you look at the talent of his time, there were so many of them. I mean, it's Larry Bird, Magic Johnson. Go down the line. Shaq was in that
Karl
era.
Malone,
You're
yeah.
talking a young Shaq, a dominant Shaq played in that era. You're talking some of those finals against Orlando back in the day.
Allen
Shaq
Iverson.
said it himself, dude. He should have stayed with Penny.
Yeah.
Shaq and Penny were crazy.
Yeah. Like
Tracy McGrady. There was Allen Iverson coming up. Kobe
Yeah.
Bryant came in.
Yeah,
Like,
Kobe
there was a
Bryant.
lot.
Yeah, there was a lot of talent in the league
Gilbert
at that time.
Arenas.
Some of the greatest.
Underrated.
And the name that we never bring up through this when we're ever having this talk, you know what I mean? We never bring up Kobe. And I don't know why. Kobe to me is top 3 talent of all time.
Oh yeah.
Like Kobe was
Ooh.
an unbelievably good
Charles got
basketball
something
player.
brewing.
I don't know about that. I mean, one of the
so-
best mentalities.
So who's
If
better than Kobe then? If you got Michael Jordan at 1, LeBron at 2, who's 3 then? If it's not Kobe,
It's
you gotta say Shaq
because
because he was
talent.
dominant.
He said talent is the reason why.
Okay.
Because if you ask Kobe and things have talked to Kobe, it's not because of his talent. It's because he was obsessed.
That's fair. That's fair.
Like he was not the most talented. He was not the most athletic.
but
like-
he was just a
But
discipline.
he was disciplined.
He
and
worked
had
harder
a mentality
than almost anybody
That's
else.
not most talented though. That's a very different
right.
Dude,
conversation.
I mean, you talk about, like Eric just brought up
What do
here,
you think about Dwayne Wade?
Dwayne Wade was good.
Dwayne Wade's. I love Dwayne Wade.
I have a Dwayne Wade jersey hanging up in my closet.
Tim Duncan
right now.
over Dwayne Wade. I would put Tim Duncan over.
Okay, but
Dwayne
now we're
Wade.
comparing apples to oranges because now
fair.
we're talking front courts, back courts.
That's fair. Okay, that's fair.
Because like we got to figure out what we're talking about. We talk about talent because pure talent's different than greatest of all time in like ranking like basketball player 1, 2, and 3.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I guess
Those are different conversations, in my opinion.
I mean, you can take that same conversation in any sport because it's hard to say like who's the greatest football player of all time.
Tom
You know
Brady.
what I mean? Well, you say Tom Brady.
say
I don't
Patrick
think so.
Mahomes.
I don't think it's Tom Brady.
No, because we're talking football player, not a position.
Football
You know what
player.
I mean? You're
That's
talking
different.
football player.
That's hard to do.
Same
'cause
thing
it's
in
a team sport,
basketball.
so-
Who's the greatest guard of all time? Who's the greatest forward? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's an
Greatest
easier
ball forward.
conversation in my
Who's the
opinion.
greatest
Yeah,
center?
if you're gonna go
Obviously,
off of-
greatest center of all time probably is Shaq.
Oh,
in my
yeah.
opinion. I mean, it's probably close with a few
I want
other
to say
names.
Shaq. I want to
but-
say Shaq.
I would say
Yeah.
Shaq. Who's going to compete with him if he was more disciplined? Nobody. Nobody.
If he
is.
was more disciplined, but you got to. I mean, you can't say without Wilt.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, because if you look at Shaq's biggest regret is not averaging 10 points his last year in the Celtics when he got hurt. He said it himself. He's like, my only regret in my career is not beating Shaq on points.
Yeah.
Or not beating Wilt on points.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he very well could have if
And
he
he
worked harder
should.
for it.
He
Yeah.
literally said, if I would have averaged 10 in my last year, I would have got it. But if he would have just worked harder when he was younger, he probably would have obviously destroyed it. But
Oh, yeah, easily.
He
It's
had
one of those things. I
he
think
had
you have
one of
to
those
have conversation.
mentalities when he was younger where he didn't really work that hard, and I think that was him and Kobe's biggest
'Cause he was
argument
big.
because I know they fought in the past before because Kobe said, "Hey, if this motherfucker just works a little bit harder, we can win this every year."
Oh,
you know what I mean? But
they
he
would have
didn't
been
want
there.
to. He didn't want to work. But he was Shaq. To him, he was bigger than what he is. But he even come back and said, "I wish I would have worked harder."
Oh,
you know,
yeah.
in that argument with Kobe,
Yeah.
because he could have been undoubtedly one of. I mean, I think it's era. We've discussed this so many times. It's based on era. A lot of us who are, my age, we say Jordan because we grew up watching Jordan.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of the younger people that we've had on the show say LeBron because they grew up watching LeBron. They didn't get to see Jordan or the very.
I believe in Jordan.
Yeah.
Just let very clear. I believe in Jordan.
But I'm just saying, like, it's an era thing. The same
I
thing,
agree.
like, if I was to say center, I'm going to say Shaq because I grew up watching Shaq.
I would say
You know what I
Shaq.
mean? Shaq was so
I'd say
dominant.
Shaq no matter what. There's no center that comes close to mine. And I'm just biased. The only one that pops my head is Ben Wallace, but he was not even close to the best center. He was just fucking, he had a will to fucking play. That's what he had.
Yeah.
He wanted to play, and he proved everyone fucking wrong because he didn't even get drafted.
I actually just had this conversation the other day of the best duo of all time. And my argument was Shaq and Kobe.
Oh, yeah.
Jordan and Pippen, man. Jordan and Pippen. Because we've had this discussion too before. Like, would Jordan be Jordan without Pippen? I probably, because he would have found somebody else to take that role. But would Pippen? I mean, Pippen is so underrated. To be honest, like he was a lot better, and the only reason why he wasn't the superstar on the team is because Jordan was on that team. Otherwise, he would have been a superstar on any other fucking team.
I disagree. I think, and Jordan has even made comments about this, is I think Dennis Rodman was more important to that second three-peat than
The second one, yes, but not the first three, Pete.
that's fair. But I think for me, when Scottie Pippen sits out because he's fucking sick and he's really not that sick and he just his ego's hurt, that right there kills it with me.
Well, I mean, and
that part, like in like that, like you cannot be, in my opinion, you can't be a superstar doing that.
no, and
That's like Ja Morant. Is he a superstar?
No,
I don't think so. A lot of people would say that differently though.
yeah.
But for me, mentality is such an important thing when I look at things and just like how you do things. And I think, I don't know. I'm Rodman biased though. Also,
Oh, I love Rodman.
Rodman's my favorite basketball player of all time.
I mean, you look at Jason's brought up Rodman quite a few times because you go back to the 89-90 Pistons. You know what I mean? That was Rodman's start, and like he was dominant with us here too. So
He was a difference maker.
yeah,
They couldn't go over the hump until they got Rodman.
Mark, you got any input on Rodman?
No, I just always thought he was kind of a weirdo.
I mean, he's a weirdo, but he's the best weirdo out there, man. I love him.
Well, I'll put it this way. I think he weirded out after he got out of the NBA, of course. You know what I mean? So
No, he was
he
pretty weird in the
what are you talking about? When he
NBA.
was in Chicago walking down in a dress, I mean, I feel
Yeah,
like,
he was in Chicago when he married himself.
yeah.
So like, yeah, he was fucking weird already by the time he left. Jason, your thoughts on Rodman?
he did good. He was a good player, definitely, without a doubt. So
Yeah.
What a character. I mean, in the landscape when we had the superstars in the NBA that we did at that time, Dennis Rodman stood out, made sure that he stood out. But the cool thing about Rodman was everything that he was off the court, he backed up on the court. And, being wrestling fans, Tim, you can relate. He got a lot of shit for missing practice one year because he was doing the WCW tag match with Hogan for the pay-per-view and showed up on Nitro. And he got so much heat for that. And then he goes back the next day, like game day, and just fucking kills it, man.
Has 20 rebounds.
That's Dennis Rodman. You know what I'm saying?
Outplays everybody. Like they were talking, like even him coming back, like when he had that stint when he went out in Vegas, when the Chicago said, "Okay, you can go. You have a couple days to come back." Yeah. And they approved it at first. They didn't approve, like obviously.
Phil Jackson said, "Yeah, go ahead." Yeah, Phil Jackson said, "Yeah, go ahead and go have your day vacation." And Jordan's
was like a 3-day.
Jordan goes, "You let this man leave. He ain't come back." And sure enough, he didn't come back.
But you look at what he comes back though. Like he literally, like literally, Phil was like, "All right, we're gonna like run it to death," and like literally, he was the most in shape out of everybody. Yep. He just partied for 3 days in Vegas.
You just need that break. You need that mental break.
I don't know. Rodman's that dude, man. I don't know. I have the argument that like Rodman is more important, and even Michael has even made comments towards that. Is he was more important in that stretch there, and I mean, if you look at it, like he impacts the game immensely. Like how many extra possessions you get because he gets the offensive rebound. How many steals he can guard 1 through 5. He was 6'8" and he was guarding Shaq. Like he could guard anybody. His lateral quickness is insane. That's like somebody was talking about. Like, could Rodman play in today's era? Rodman would go insane.
Oh yeah.
Because his lateral speed is what made he couldn't hand check and it would change, but his lateral speed is what made him so good and he was so strong. And I mean, the man literally didn't even shoot around and shoot it. Like he didn't shoot and shoot around. He would just stare at the other team and watch how many rotations on the ball to know how the ball was going to come off. Like the dude was a psychopath, but in the best kind of way.
You're not wrong.
And he would get down with you. Like I like somebody who's going to have my back, and he'd get down. Like if somebody's throwing hands, like he's throwing hands too. I think that it's like a mentality thing. And so we come back to all the conversations we've had. Shaq, Kobe, LeBron, it's all mentality is what we talk about. That's the difference changer. And that's why Michael's the GOAT. His mentality is unmatched. The only person that can game close is Kobe.
Funny thing, I love when we spin off. Like we started out with the Pistons, and then we just went on a 20-minute rant again about Jordan and LeBron. Yep. We get sucked into that all the time. We need to just have a straight-up Jordan and LeBron episode one time. We could talk about that shit for hours.
Probably.
Hours. We got some chats going on YouTube right here, and somebody, we got Dog C521, which I believe is the gentleman who's going to be joining us next week live on the podcast. Vin, right? If you're still in there, he said Kobe is definitely top 10, and he said basketball is a whole lot different in the 70s, 80s. He doesn't like the way it's played today. He also brought up Malone and Stockton, names that we can't forget about in that time period either. We're talking talent from Jordan's time, and I brought up Barkley in there also because you can't leave Barkley out of the conversation. I mean, he's got about the worst golf swing I've ever seen, which he has fixed a little bit, but his golf swing was fucking horrid.
He's horrendous.
Yeah. But
like, my favorite is how many people mess with him.
Yeah, it's fun. But
I don't know. Putting Barkley up there in any of those names is tough, in my opinion.
I wouldn't put him up in the top 10. I'm just talking like when you're talking talent in the league at the time that, Jordan was in the league, because, I mean, Jordan obviously played in the same time as Kobe. I mean, Kobe was there. I mean, there were so many Shaq. I mean, we covered all these names. But anyways, let's finish off the week with the Pistons because we left off on the Bulls game.
Sorry,
fuckers getting sidetracked.
It's partly why I like Duran so much is because
he
rebounds so well, and he it's like that older school mentality. I like the defense. I know it's like a weird take, but I kind of wish like hand checks were a little bit. But I want a little bit more defense.
You want more physical. You want a little bit more physical game. Yeah.
I don't like how, especially because now we're giving so many people gather steps.
Yeah.
Like, if you're gonna give them an extra step, give me a fucking hand check.
Fair enough. That's fair. Okay, so we got the Suns, we got the Pacers, we got the Celtics. Well,
the Pacers are terrible. I think they don't even have double digits.
Did we just skip over that loss? Unfortunately,
that was a close game.
We talked about it. We talked about all their losses being close.
Okay. So Jason,
but also
we touched on
Cunningham wasn't in for either of those games either.
No, he's a little banged up right now.
Yeah, he's been out and
dealing with injury.
their
And also
bench is
Tobias
deep.
Harris that wasn't in on that game either.
Yeah, their bench is deep, and that's why they won that Bulls game. Because who went off for 30? That Thomas? I think Thomas went off for 30.
Well, I know Tobias Harris didn't play, and I love Tobias Harris. I was pissed when we got rid of him the first time. I'm so glad we brought him back. He's a versatile. He's a scorer. I'm glad we got him back. I mean, obviously we need help in the wing.
Yeah, so their bench is definitely holding up when our stars are out, but how long is that going to happen? You know, you need to keep. Kate Cunningham's playing great this year.
He is, but he gets banged up. He just has too much of the offensive load, in my opinion.
Yeah,
we need somebody to step up. We don't have any
100%.
consistency out of anybody else. Like, that's insane.
Okay, so how you feel about Phoenix?
We should get there with Phoenix. I feel pretty good. I know they got some dudes. Obviously, you got KD and stuff like that. But I feel like we're deep. I think we have a better depth than Phoenix does.
Okay.
In my opinion, I mean,
probably walk over the Pacers.
The Pacers shouldn't be a problem.
Nope. So then Celtics.
The Celtics.
We always play them tough. They're always a tough game.
They're a good team. So that's where I'm.
It does help. We're at home though. We're not in the Garden, so that does help. Playing the Garden's tough.
I don't know. We'll see how it goes. I don't know why.
How do you think, Tim? How do you think they're going to do against the Celtics? That's the only game I'm really worried about.
I think they'll beat the Celtics. To be honest, they're
they beat them before.
Yeah, they beat them before. They're going to beat the Celtics.
There was a close game.
Yeah,
and that was back when Cade Cunningham had that stretch where he was abysmal in the fourth quarter in free throws.
Yes,
and we got lucky.
That is true.
A couple times. So I don't know if I'm nervous. I mean, I'm not saying that Cade Cunningham can be back, but he is coming off of sitting. I mean, that matters. And he was hot when he was back then, and he also still missed those free throws in clutch time. Which we always talk about clutch time. That's, fourth quarter matters.
All right. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like this is going to be a clean sweep for the Pistons this week.
Okay. I can see it.
Let's switch gears real quick and look at what happened within the NHL last week. The Detroit Red Wings had a very successful week last week. Last Thursday, 5-1 winners over Vancouver. Saturday, they blanked Montreal 4-0. And then yesterday, very emotional game, Eric, with the retirement of Sergei Fedorov's number. It now hangs within the rafters of LCA. And to complement that, a 4-3 win over the Hurricanes of Carolina. Good week for the Red Wings, man.
It was definitely shutting out the Canadians was huge because they were right on our ass for that first place spot, and that just shows that we're not going to let those tough games get away from us. And definitely a tough game last night against the Hurricane because they're right up there too. So they definitely came to play, and I'm happy they did. Hopefully they can keep that momentum going. But how do you feel about the retirement of Fedorov's number? How do you feel about that, Jason?
I felt like it was inevitable. You know, a couple of my friends were there last night, and they were posting on Facebook. Fedorov was their favorite player of all time and all that. And
I get being your favorite player, but he left too.
That's my thing, man.
That's what gets me.
But he came out and said that was based on immaturity. He said if he could do it all over again, he would have never left.
Well, yeah, because how many more cups we would have had? Him and Eisman would have been the Jordan and Pimpin era right there in the NHL because they were just so good together. But he had a big head and he wanted to be the big guy and left and all that. And that's why, in my opinion, I don't like his number retired. You left because you were immature and all that, so I don't think your number should be retired. But he did bring a lot of great games here. He did win a couple cups with us and all that, but I don't know. To me, I'm 50-50 on it. Mark, what's your opinion on that? You grew up in that era. How do you feel about his number being retired?
Yeah, Mark grew up in the era of fucking
dinosaurs? I know.
Easy, boys, easy.
What was he like?
What was your opinion on his number getting retired?
I don't think they should have retired his number because, again, he left. You could say what you want to say now that he wishes, you look back, no, maybe I shouldn't have. But, sometimes you got to grind it out, stick it out, and stay with what you got instead of being the baby and move on.
That's true.
So being that you did that, you're not really a solid team player.
I agree with that 100%.
I think that's kind of that's kind of how I feel about it. Like, I respect what he did here. I respect the success that he's had wearing the Detroit uniform. But at the same time, it is because of the way he left where I didn't
be the
feel
next
good about him. I didn't hate him, but I was just so fucking bummed that he would leave what was becoming a dynasty.
Yeah.
And for very selfish reasons.
And he cried for more pay, and he sat out because he didn't get it.
Right. And
Yeah.
it's like, this is not what the Detroit Red Wings are all about.
No.
I don't know if you want to dedicate a night to him during the regular season or something every year. Cool.
I agree with that.
I don't know if.
I don't think 91 should be up in the rafters.
No, I really don't
You
feel
left
that
'cause
way.
you're a baby and all that, and you even admitted now you should have stayed. But if you would have stayed, how many more cups we had? How much more would that his legacy be here more? You know, it's just like Lindstrom never left, Pavel never left. You know, Zedberg never left. All those names that we know never left. But
And that's partly why we had, what was it, 24 years straight?
25 years straight of playoff appearances. Yep, that's 2016.
Deep ones too, by and large.
We weren't just making the playoffs like the Steelers and all that. We were going deep in the playoffs.
Throwing shots at the Steelers.
Am I wrong though? I'm not wrong.
Oh, you know, but Jesus, let the man live.
Hey, still a great coach. Still a great coach.
Good Lord.
But no, we were making almost to the Stanley Cup. If we made it to the Stanley Cup, like we actually had a great team. So yeah, so I agree with Mark and I agree with you, Jason. I don't think his number should be retired. I really don't.
Fucking hater.
Let's look
Do you
at.
think his number should be retired?
Who, Fedorov's?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why?
Because he brought a lot to this team when he was here.
Yeah, but he also left too because he was a baby and wanted to be, Heisman number 2 and blah blah blah.
Shit happens, man. People leave all the time. I get it. He wanted to go off and try to.
They leave all the time now.
Yeah, I mean,
not back then.
I mean, back
Not
then,
back in
but
the
it
90s.
was the start. But at the same time, you got to understand, it's the same conversation I had, like you were talking about, and I hate to bring basketball up again, or kind of thing. You know how Pippen was a little butthurt because Pippen, like I said, probably would have been a superstar on any other team, but he was stuck behind Jordan. Fedorov would have probably been a superstar, and arguably he probably was, but he would have been like the top dog in a hockey
Clearly
team.
he wasn't, but he wasn't as good when he left.
He wasn't as good, so it proves the point exactly. But he had to go off and try to figure that out for himself. You know what I mean? Sometimes people have to leave to find
teams in hockey.
Yeah, what's that?
And you're leaving one of the best historic teams in hockey. I don't know. It just doesn't.
Yeah, but he also said
I'm going to say it though. I'm going to say it. Hopefully he's not listening. Original 6 team too.
I haven't seen him on yet, so
hopefully he's not listening. That doesn't matter.
Oh, Jesus
I don't
Christ.
know. I just don't like that. Mentality is such a big thing for me.
It is.
It is a mentality, and he's also come out. I mean, he's shown grace, and he said it was a maturity thing, and he wished he would have never did it. Sometimes when we're younger, we make stupid fucking decisions, and who knows? It could have been an agent breathing down his ear at the same fucking time.
And
you know
I
what
agree.
I mean?
I agree with that. I'm not saying like you can't make mistakes, but like Jason said, give him a day each year. Sure, cool. Let's
don't
do that.
retire his number.
Don't retire his number. That's different. That's different.
That's just like I can bring up how
You immortalize somebody.
nowadays we hear the talk of how Wayne Gretzky almost came to Detroit, and he was going to sign with Detroit, but then his dad told him, "Hey, there's only going to be one Gordie Howe," and that's what stopped him from coming to Detroit. His dad would have never said that. The greatest hockey player ever would have came to Detroit. How many there's just the what ifs right there, but it's like you said, it could have been angels down his throat, and his dad just said, "Hey, there's only one Gordie Howe," and that's who you compared to everyone back then.
Which, man, I wish.
And Mark watched him growing up.
I was just going to ask that, Mark. How was watching Gordie Howe?
I never watched Gordie Howe. And I'll be honest with you, I know there's so much about the guy, but like you guys just said, I'll agree with this. He was the greatest probably player of that era.
Oh yeah.
But I don't know. I never watched the guy, so is he great? Yeah, probably. But I did watch him one time though at the Palace. He had joined that hockey
Detroit
club.
Vipers.
That's what it was. Yeah, I did see him.
I still have a Vipers jersey.
Now, if you want to age me, go ahead, right, Jay?
I got the Vipers. I still got you that. I got you there, Mark. That's a little closer to this, century.
Yeah, there you go.
No, but yeah, back then it was you compared to Gordie Howe, and then Gretzky came along, and now that's there's no one close to him and all that, and it's understandable. He has so many stats and he proved it. So, but
also like weird. This is a weird take, and like this brings back to my Miami roots here. But Michael Irwin made a really good point that I kind of like, and they were talking about retiring numbers, and on that topic, like he got asked like, hey, do you want to retire the number at the
Dallas?
Cowboys? Yeah.
No.
And he said no. And he said because every time somebody wears my number, which right now it's obviously CeeDee Lamb, every time he makes a great play, man, he looks like Mike. Or every time he messes up, man, Mike wouldn't have done that. And that, and like other than that, like unless we're talking like some older guys, like who's gonna bring up like some of these names in 20 years?
Yeah. They're
gonna talk about Datsuk, and they're not gonna be talking about this. Like and nobody's gonna have his number, and nobody's gonna care about this guy because he didn't care when he was here. And nobody's going to be his number again. So, like, in my opinion, it might have shorted him by doing it.
Could have. That's a solid point there. Irvin was on one now. I'll say that for sure.
I mean, he's on a lot of things, but, hey, that thing,
he's right about that.
I think there's something there with that.
Yeah.
Because I don't think retiring a number is something.
Well, it's just just if someone wears 81 again for Detroit Lions.
Yeah.
They're going to be like, man, he looks like Calvin. But then when he fucks up, he'll be like, Calvin want to drop that.
Exactly.
100%.
So you're always going to be talked about versus, I mean, this guy, I mean.
Federoff's number will be in the rafters forever, but it's like you're not going to get that comparison again. I see what you're saying. And
I'll be right back, guys.
Oh,
yes, sir.
And that's a good point. I like that because I heard that clip too, and I'm like, that's solid. That's a solid,
I'd rather just give me a day each year.
Yeah.
Let me come into town, give me a dinner. I'll walk out there.
Do your Federoff bobbleheads, do all that. I'll be there. I'll just wave to the fans. Yeah, I like that better.
So my question is,
no one cares.
What the fuck up, you dick. You're trying to memorialize that era with the Russian Five.
Right.
If you're not gonna, I mean, who do you point out? You're obviously gonna memorialize it somehow by retiring somebody's number, unless you retire the entire Russian Fives, like everybody on that squad's number.
I guess.
I mean, the top guy is Fedorov in the Russian Five.
Okay, fair enough.
If you're gonna memorialize the Russian Five, Fedorov's gonna be the guy.
Fair enough.
I know he left, he did all the other stuff, but the Russian Five was.
Well,
I mean, they made fucking documentaries about the Russian Five.
They did.
Like it was an era of the thing, and we all know that. Yeah, Yzerman was the top dog on the team at the time, but without the Russian Five, would the Red Wings be what they became? You know what I mean?
Probably not. But you have a good point there because Fedorov's the one that you remember the most out of all five. I can't name another one off there. I can't
pronounce anybody else off there.
Yeah, we know that.
That's why hockey's so hard.
You can barely pronounce NFL names. We know that.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Hold on, he could say haha Clinton Dix. That's an easy one.
When he's reading his stats, it's funny sometimes.
Sometimes it's funny because I can't pronounce their fucking names.
It is.
Like, who the fuck names these people? It's almost like Jason. What kind of name is that? Oh, sorry, Jason.
I mean, they had Kozlov, they had Konstantinov. I mean,
he'll know them, yeah.
Jason knows them all.
I should know some of them, yeah, but.
Oh, there's a cat. We have a cat online.
Oh, God.
Yes.
All right, let's get into the Red Wings' next game so we can move on to football because I know that's what we all want to talk about.
All right, next week. It starts here tonight, actually, in Boston against the Bruins. Friday, they start a homestand against the San Jose Sharks on Friday night. And then on Sunday, the Ottawa Senators. They've been seeing Ottawa quite frequently here in the last handful of weeks here. Trading wins back and forth. Ottawa is a pretty, still maintains a pretty decent spot in the NHL right now.
Yeah.
Boston is always a threat. It's just one of those games. I hate to harp on it, but it is.
It's definitely
one of my boys at Pat McAfee said it best. Fuck Boston.
Yep.
Little homie got out there.
Owen, yeah.
Owen said, "Fuck Boston."
Yeah, fuck Boston, but they're good though. Those three games are actually tough. San Jose's tough, Boston's always tough, and Ottawa's tough too. So it's gonna be 3 tough games for them.
Fuck the Penguins.
I actually.
I mean, we could say fuck Sidney Crosby. He's kind of a little bitch.
I don't like him.
I'm not a Crosby.
Jason loves
I don't like him.
Oh, sorry. My bad. I didn't realize that was personal. I love
Fuck the Pacers. Fuck the Giants. Fuck the Mets.
Yeah, so pretty much the original 6 guy. Won't be able to defend himself this time. Good last time, but not this time.
In his defense, the Giants, though, like
The Giants are something
They're on
exciting.
something. They're on something.
I love Cam Scatterbo. He's exciting to watch. I love Jason
He's
Dart.
like you because he uses his fucking head.
Absolutely.
He just fucking
just spears somebody.
Yeah,
Now, my question is, how long is his career going to be?
3 years. 3 years. He don't got much longer the way he's fucking playing.
How long is Jackson Dart's career going to be? He's
First
a little
off,
fucking
I
wild.
love Jackson.
I love Jackson Dart too.
People
He's
said
fun
the
to
same
watch.
shit about fucking Baker Mayfield, and he still runs motherfuckers over.
That's fair.
He does. Jackson Dart, Baker Mayfield's, I think, a little bit bigger than Jackson Dart.
He's not as tall, but
you go back to the Lamar argument on that too. When you get any of these quarterbacks that like to escape the pocket and run a little bit, Lamar was really good the one year that he played the entire year. He didn't get injured. He put on weight that year. I think he was up to almost 240, and then he dropped back down over the last couple of years, and he got hurt almost every year.
We're talking about Lamar Jackson.
Yeah.
I'm proud of you for saying his name right. Secondly, he has MVP, and he's been in the MVP race like
Every
I understand that. I'm not knocking on Lamar. He's in my.
I'm not saying he's my
in my
favorite
top
quarterback.
3. He's in my top 3 in the league right now. Not all time.
Top
in the
3?
league. In the league right. No, he's 4. He's 4. I'm sorry.
I don't like that.
Mine goes because my top 5 goes just like this. It goes Mahomes, Allen, goes Burrow, Lamar, and then I got Stafford at 5. You can argue that all day long, but that's my top 5.
Okay.
So Lamar's at 4. Lamar did really, really good the year that he actually put on some weight. If you're going to run the ball a lot, you need to be built like fucking Josh Allen. Josh Allen does so good. Josh Allen's built like a fucking tight end.
Yes.
He's huge. And that's why he can do so good at it. You know what I mean? When you're smaller, you get banged up. That's what I'm worried about Dart, because Dart is fun to watch. He's not a very big guy. He doesn't like to slide. Like, he likes to just finish those plays, and he takes some fucking hits. Yeah. I'm worried about him not continuing his career because he gets banged up too quick. They need to teach his ass to slide because he has the ability to escape that pocket. That's one thing that I wish Goff had, because I have Goff still like probably around 6 or 7, to be honest, because
I do like Goff.
Yeah, Goff is very consistent, but my biggest complaint about him is that he can't escape a pocket. Like, he can't run. The only time he ran last year was on the play that didn't, or this past season, the play that didn't count.
Back,
and I was like, yeah, fucking Goff's finally running the ball, and he looked good doing it. He flipped it in the end zone. It was fucking awesome. But
it's valid. So my argument is that he needs to slide and be more situational. I'm not saying it's football. You got to put your body on the line. We all know that.
Yeah.
Like, you don't have to do it every damn play. Like, you're close to the sideline, step out of bounds. But I mean, I'm not going to bash the kid. If he's going for the first down, you go for the first down. Baker Mayfield, he'll slide, but if it's a first down, he's going for that thing.
Oh, he will.
And I think he just needs to get more situationally aware.
That might be the reason why Baker played so banged up for the rest of the year and they didn't go as far, because he started out so hot this season, and then he just kept on getting hurt and getting hurt.
Well, I mean, also
and
Mike
I love Baker
Mike
Mayfield.
Evans got hurt too, and that's a big deal,
piece.
man.
But Mike Evans, I think, is getting close to his run. I hate to say it because I like Evans, but like, he's been banged up a lot over the last few years.
This is his first year he didn't get 1,000 since he's been in the league. That's insane.
Banged up, man.
Consistency.
Banged up, and he's getting older.
And you're talking with Jameis Winston, you're talking with Ryan, like Fitzmagic, you're talking like so many different quarterbacks. Did not matter. The man had 1,000 yards until this year because he got hurt, and I think that plays a factor in. About Baker too.
Fitzmagic. You can't knock on Fitzmagic, man.
It's a beard, man.
Yeah, I know. It's got to be.
The men with the beards, good ones, and then there's Eric.
Jason, I think my beard's not what it used to be. I keep it short now.
Changed man over here. You're half the man.
Jason, did you have anything to fill in? Because we kind of just rolled right into football. Do you have anything to finish off hockey with, or are we good to just roll into football?
No, we're good. Let's look at the results from Wild Card Weekend.
I got stats too.
I know you do.
Should we talk about the national championship first? Because that'll be a little bit shorter talk than the NFL.
I don't know about that. I mean, we're talking about that.
Okay, so it's really NFL.
We can go to the national championship.
Let's go national championship.
All right.
Talking about the Go Canes here.
Monday, January the 19th, in Miami, Florida. It will be
here, boys. Let's talk about it.
Miami and Indiana playing for the national title for college football. Man, this is not at all what I thought we were going to see in terms of the game.
I said Indiana was going to be there no matter what, but it was going to be against Georgia, not Miami. But I'm happy Miami's there.
Hey, my boy fucking Nick Saban said if he said it before the committee, he said if Miami gets out, they're going to be dangerous. And Miami,
he's not wrong.
We're looking like we did the first 5 weeks. I'm not a big believer in Carson Beck.
He's a big Miami fan. He's repping Miami right now. He's huge. He's a big Miami guy.
This is the first time, like, in my life, like, I got to actually see this come to fruition. Because ever since our second stations, we just haven't been anything. I'm really excited, and I like how we're doing it. We're doing Miami football things. We're playing in the trenches. We're getting down and dirty, and we're running the damn football. You play defense and run the football. I enjoy that. I mean, that gets me going. And sadly, I mean, they both come from the Alabama coaching tree, and Indiana's built the same way, but they're more disciplined.
Yep.
But I think we have a better defensive line. I do think we have a better running back, but I'm nervous.
There's going to be a close
game. I'm fucking nervous.
Indiana
looks good.
Indiana's looking like what they should be, and they're playing great. And they're a tough team. Their secondary is good. Their linebackers play good.
They're coached.
They're coached well. They're coached very well.
Disciplined, and that's
I have to say something.
And
you don't have nothing to worry about because right now, I'm just going to tell you, this guy's really bad at picking football games. And on top of that, no, hold on. Yeah, on top of that, don't mind. I got a point here. On top of that, last week he said Miami was going to lose that game. He called it, and I said, "There's no fucking way." I said the '90s are back. Dwayne the Rock Johnson. You can smell what that motherfucker is cooking. Cocaine's running wild, and Miami is going to go to the Natty. I called this shit last week, and I was right. I called Miami, Indiana last week. I listened back to the show. This is the exact game I called for last week.
You done? I don't really care.
No, he's right. You watch a football game. Have you watched the football game?
Yeah, it was a close game. Old Miss almost had him, though.
The score was closer than it was. We were handling them in the trenches, and it's exactly what he's saying.
And that's where the game's going to be fucking made. We are built in the trenches,
and we are bitching people.
But
Indiana, how they get here, they're doing the same thing.
Indiana offensive line's pretty fucking good. But I think you guys, I will admit, you guys
have a better defensive line.
You guys do, and I think that's what's going to be the deciding factor. I really do.
Arguably the best defensive player in football right now.
You're not wrong.
And he's not just a pass rusher.
No.
I don't know. Do you remember him tackling? He physically took an Ohio State lineman, the offensive tackle, and tackled him.
It was great.
With the running back.
It was great because it was Ohio State. It was awesome.
Oh, I loved it. I absolutely
I called Miami to beat Ohio State, too. But I thought Ole Miss, just after beating Georgia, I was like, man, they're riding a good horse. I'm like, that might be tough.
They have too many things going on. They have a quarterback. Like, I love his story. Okay. I love it. The Ferris State kid. Chamberlain, I love him. I like that he's from Grand Rapids.
Yep.
I love his story. Yep. I do. But it's his first jump. And I understand that he went on a run there after their starter got hurt. And, like, he's in the SEC, so, like, you can't say anything there.
So, right there, I didn't know the starter got hurt. I didn't know that.
Yes, he did not start the year as a starter.
Okay, so I didn't know that. But he looked good, though, when he did have to play.
He did. But this is a different, like, Miami is playing a different brand of football.
They're playing Miami football. They're playing what they know, and they're playing in the trenches, and they're like I said in my one clip, they got that chip on their shoulder. But Indiana's got that swagger right now. So that's why
Indiana is disciplined.
Yeah.
That's what they're disciplined.
100%. 100%.
I'm not confident, but I think it's gonna be better than what we see on Alabama and Oregon. I know that.
Oh yeah, 100%. 100%. That first play, fucking Indiana, pick six, I was like,
that was crazy.
I said, that's not ending well. I'm like, right then, I was like, this game's not going to end well.
No.
And they manhandled Oregon. And everyone's like, oh, Oregon's going to get their revenge. Oregon's going to come out. Oregon wasn't ready for Indiana the second time.
They're built in the trenches, man.
That's the greatest story. We'll see, Scott. We'll see.
I mean, you're right. It would be I don't think regardless if they win or lose, it is still the greatest story.
It is, but reality though, if they win, that's 3 national championships for.
Yes, I mean, okay. I actually saw a clip about 2 weeks ago, and it was Ryan Clark, and he was talking about like I'm not sure he went to college, but he kept referring to we as the SEC. So I'm assuming he went to an SEC school, but I'm not sure where Ryan Clark went. However, he was talking about like this is officially like the end of the SEC.
Oh yeah, no, Big Ten's taken over. Big Ten's took over.
With the additions of the West Coast teams, And this is coming from an ACC fan, which ACC is clearly one of the worst Power Fives. I understand that.
Well, it sucks because they're super conferences now. I hate it. The Big Ten, the SEC super conferences. There's too many fucking teams. There's too many fucking teams. We shouldn't have added those 4 teams from West Coast. It's fucking stupid, in my opinion.
I was against it. I was against it originally.
Mm-hmm.
And the only reason I was against it is because of the time differences. I don't want to watch a Big Ten football game at 10 o'clock at night.
No.
Dude, I can't even stay awake to 10 o'clock at night anymore.
Yeah. That's what I'm. Well, you're old.
I can't even watch the fucking ending of these games. We'll get into that in NFL here in a little bit, but I missed so much shit this week because I can't stay awake past 10 o'clock. Fuck, Mark, I'm surprised he's still awake right now. He's off of work. His ass is usually in bed by 5 p.m.
Look how happy he is.
Sleeping in.
Jason, real quick, so we can get on from there. What are your feelings on this game this week?
Who are you going to pick to win the national championship, Jason?
Indiana.
Okay.
Oh, you didn't think about it, Jason.
Mark,
who you got for the national championship? Miami or Indiana?
Indiana.
Okay.
You guys are slipping. I'm calling Miami right now.
Oh,
I'm telling you, Miami. Everybody wants to talk about Indiana's story. Miami shouldn't even be here. Every fucking week in the playoff game, everybody's been doubting Miami. You're not gonna. No, I'd have fucking hit you.
No, you wouldn't.
I'm telling you right now, I'd have punched you right in that fucking stupid nose.
Really big, you can't miss it.
Yeah, it's not gonna be hard to miss. It's a very large fucking target. But anyways, Miami, like, they shouldn't be there. And I understand they're a good team, but every week everybody's like, Miami's losing. You know, whether it was against Ohio State or Ole Miss. You know,
I picked
during
them
this
against
whole
Ohio
thing,
State.
you did pick them against Ohio State, but every week. So that's your story right there. Miami, who is the underdog undoubtedly in this game.
Chip on their shoulder,
They're playing with a chip on their shoulder. They're a good team. They're an afterthought for a lot of people, and I think they're going to come through, and I think they're going to win this thing. And they're bringing and you know, Miami hasn't really been talked about since the mid '90s.
False.
Well, they haven't really won it. It's like,
absolutely false.
Yeah, I must say, like you.
When's the last time they won a natty?
2001.
Yeah,
okay, so 2001. It feels like the mid.
And then they got
college
fucked
football
over.
Team ever.
And then they got fucked over by Ohio State.
I understand that. That feels like the 90s to me. Okay, I'm old as fuck. That's fucking.
All right.
It is right out of the 90s.
We're talking. They haven't really been relevant since I was in high school. Okay, we'll put it that way. I was in high school in the 90s.
You're striking a nerve with Carl right now. You're striking a nerve.
No, but they haven't been relevant in over 25 fucking years, or almost 25 years.
That's not true.
I understand you're a fan of them, but the last time they won a natty, they might have been relevant. But I'm talking like
fan.
To this level right now.
To this level, yes.
That's what I'm talking about.
Correct,
we're gonna get to this level right now. Okay, so it's been 24 years. You know what I mean? And trust me, I'm rooting for him right now.
I know. I'm
sorry. I'm on your fucking side, Carl. I'm on your side.
You kind of kicked me a little bit there.
I get you. I feel the same way when people talk shit about my Chiefs, so I know exactly how you feel.
They fucking suck.
And you'll probably talk shit about my Chiefs. And there's another cat ass on our show. Welcome, cat ass.
That's a different color.
That was our first introduction of Brown Eye. Anyways, yes, I'm calling for Miami.
That's what my cat thinks of your Miami. Shitter.
That's great.
And granted, I called for Indiana very early on in this thing to be in the natty, but we all picked Georgia. I mean, at least I picked Georgia to be in the natty against Indiana.
You picked Ohio State, I believe, Jay.
No, he said he would never pick Ohio State.
Who did you pick?
I think he picked Oregon.
Georgia and Oregon was.
Okay,
he picked Oregon.
Yeah, you're just stupid though, but
No
okay.
way.
I love you.
Fuck off.
Yeah, but you sound like another guy that comes on here that anything that we pick, you just talk shit about.
No, shut up. I'm not that. My name's not Zach.
You sound like that guy.
So, okay, so you're going with Miami.
Absolutely.
I'm going Miami.
But I'm going to ask him a little bit more in-depth question. What do you think the final score is going to be?
Oh, God. I want to say it's going to be. I want to say it's going to be like.
You think it's going to be a high-scoring game? You think it's going to be a defensive battle?
No, I think it's going to be like because we both run the football. That takes time. We both play defense.
Yep. But it didn't take long for Mendoza and that defense against Oregon to get going.
But the thing is, Mendoza was also using his legs a lot.
He did.
And I don't think he's going to be able to do that. I think
That's fair.
I think that our defensive line is the best part of our team.
Yeah, 100%. The front four is definitely scary.
And so I do think it's going to be a little bit lower scoring game. I do believe that. I am nervous. I could easily see my Indiana winning
17-10?
No, I think it'd be more than that. I think it'd be like more like maybe a 28-21.
Okay, so just
It's
write
gonna
out
be- yeah.
that red line.
You're gonna see some touchdowns. I truly believe that. I think Carson Beck will at least throw one pick.
Yeah.
I believe in that. Like if you looked at this last game, most of his passes were not past the line of scrimmage.
Mm-hmm.
The 55-yard touchdown was a tunnel screen.
Fair enough.
I mean, Indiana's too good. You're not gonna be able to do that.
No, that defense swarms. That defense is there as soon as you get the ball.
And I mean, they started with a pick six on an RPO last week.
That dude, he read it perfectly.
Well, fucking Jeremiah Smith wanted no part of that block.
No, not at all. Not at all.
He literally fucking Olayed Dick.
Yeah, no, he didn't want it at all.
Did one across his face.
Yep.
I mean, I don't know. It's tough.
Our friend the stink bug is back.
Where's he at?
He's up there above Jordan.
Okay.
I don't know where the fuck these things are coming from. Fucking hate stink. Them, and it's either stink bugs or box elders. They go
So
year to
we
year.
got a 3-2. I'm gonna take Indiana. I've been riding with them, and I just think they're too good. And
They're very good.
I think it's gonna be their toughest task is Miami. I really do.
I will tell you this. Regardless, I'm going to be happy because I do want this for.
No, yeah,
I
yeah.
do. I love.
This is the first time
style-
Indiana's been fucking in the national championship ever.
Not even just that part. Like that's cool, obviously. But
Yeah.
the way he coaches and like his swagger
Dude,
is
he's like
unmatched.
after he won, he's like, I'm just worried about getting a beer, and then just walked off. I'm like, that's the coach I want. He's
Dude,
like,
no,
he's
he
just
literally he is. I love that, and like I mean, I love Mario too because Mario was like, "Are we bringing the U back?" He's like, "No, he hates that. Like we're gonna be like this. This is
This
this
is
is 20
different-
years ago.
this
It's
is
different
this is
football.
different. That's in the past. It's there.
Yeah, and I appreciate that. Like I love their heritage. Obviously, that's why I'm a fan. It's not because I've seen anything. Because as Tim politely reminded me, we haven't been relevant in like 20 years. I understand, but I'm nervous. I don't know if it's gonna
24 years.
It's gonna be a good game. It's gonna be a good game no matter what.
Regardless, I think it's gonna be a good game.
It's gonna be a good game. It was 3-2. Tim and Carl taking Miami. Me, Jason, Mark taking Indiana. Either way, new national championship's gonna be crowned. And it's gonna be a good game.
Agreed.
Do I hope another national championship comes to the Big Ten? That'd be phenomenal. But also I'm really hoping Indiana wins it because it's their first time ever being there. First time ever really being relevant in football.
Yeah.
But also, I'm a fan of the U though too. So either way, whoever wins, it's gonna be a good game.
I agree with that statement. I'll just be a lot happier.
I get that.
With my-
I get that. Well, let's get into this hard weekend.
Yeah, let's make the transition to the National Football League. Tim, do you have your stats ready?
I do. I
All
do.
right. Let me go ahead and do a quick rundown of the results real quick, like for those who are watching us on Spotify. Rams over the Panthers 34-31. The Bears picked up a 31-27 win over the Packers. Jaguars coming up a little short, 27-24 against the Bills. The 49ers winners over the defending champion Eagles 23-19. The New England Patriots put a shellacking on the Chargers
That was not a
16-3.
shellacking. That was a horrible game.
Dude, their defense. Dude,
Did you like that stink bug up there?
Motherfucker.
And
If
the
I could reach your
Texans-
nose right now, I'd be busted. Hold on, I got a better idea.
I swear to God, motherfucker. You're going to hit me with a golf club this time, aren't you? You assaulted me a second time on camera. See, he's assaulting me again.
I haven't been drinking this time.
Yeah, see, it's the fucking second time.
hit you as hard this time.
Yeah, no, last time you blacked out and hit me. Yeah, 100%.
you probably deserved it. Not as well.
Probably did, 100%.
I've hit him before.
Yeah, we know.
He's pissed me off.
Apple.
I feel bad for that.
I
I was talking about the bookshelf.
Oh,
Did you
okay.
did you do the Texans game?
Yes, I did.
All right.
That was a good one.
So, yeah, we can discuss some of these games real quick. Obviously, we can start out with the Rams and Panthers. Jason, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
He's a big
You know,
Panthers fan.
there was a point in that game where I really he said why.
Did you hear that?
Fuck. Why?
Yes,
you realize
yes,
last
why?
year they were talking about getting rid of your team, right? Because
Yeah.
they were selling tickets for $10.
Here's the thing, man. I'm loyal. I'm loyal through the good and the bad.
I mean,
They did draft one of the best linebackers ever, Luke Kuechly. It's the only, and Cam Newton, that's about it, and Steve Smith. Those are like the only three players I think of Carolina.
Jabril Peppers is a big name.
He did get drafted there. You're right.
There's a couple of names you're missing too. Davis too. What's Davis's first name?
That's good. You can't remember his first name.
Jason. Keekly's Thomas Davis. Thank you.
Okay.
He was a beast.
All right.
Craig
So, anyways,
Olsen, beast.
Okay.
yeah. The Rams. I mean, this was a fucking fun game to watch.
You don't
to be
remember Greg
honest
Olsen
with
because he
you.
was from Miami. He has that third leg.
7th floor crew. G-Rag with the third leg.
I'm just making sure this motherfucker didn't hit my button.
I didn't. You're good. Go.
You're pressing the numbers. So, anyways, yeah, Jason, this was actually one of the funnest games that I watched this weekend. Scott brought it up. He said the first 4 games were the most entertaining games of the weekend, and I can probably agree with that. But yeah, this one was a lot of fun. There was points in this where I started like going, I think the Panthers can do this. I don't want them to because I picked the Rams, and I ended up going 6-0 this weekend. I think I was the only one on the show that went 6-0.
You and Chase both did.
Yeah, me and Chase, because we watch a lot of football. Eric doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about. But anyways, so that's why you know that Miami is going to win this weekend, because Eric picked Indiana to win. Stafford went for 304 yards, 3 touchdowns. Williams 57 yards rushing. Puka Nacua 111 yards receiving, 1 touchdown. Panthers, Young went for 264 with 1 touchdown. Chuba Hubbard went for 46 yards rushing, 2 touchdowns, and Coker went for 134 receiving, 1 touchdown. This was a close game.
Those are inflated for Stafford. Stafford was barely over 50%. He looked like shit.
Yeah, he didn't look the greatest, but you know when he did look good, and actually I had a buddy text me, you know, as it was coming up to that last 2 minutes, and he said, I think the Panthers are going to win this. And I was like, I don't know. They gave the ball back to Stafford, and there's nobody who runs a 2-minute drill better than fucking Matthew Stafford. He's been doing it for almost 20 years. The guy has had so many comeback wins.
Yeah.
And he did it again. He ran right down that field, and he ended up winning this game for him. So the Rams move on. They are my pick to go to the Super Bowl in the NFC this year. So we're going to keep them up. Is just Lori upset because Stafford left the Lions? Oh, no, hold on. Lori's a fucking KC fan like me, isn't she?
Yeah.
Yeah. Way to go, Lori. Mahomes. Next game.
Gross.
So this game pissed me off. So Bears-Packers. Middle of the third quarter. I think the score is...
It was like 21-6.
It's 21-6. I go to bed. I'm like, this game is over. I'm tired as fuck. It's 10-something at night already. And me and Amy both go to bed. I wake up in the morning, I go down and check my phone, and I go, what the fuck happened?
Yep.
Because I look at it and the Bears won. I'm like, what the fuck did we miss? Like, that had to be one incredible fucking game.
It was a really good game. I got to watch it all. It was crazy.
Like, I called for the Bears to win this one because, honestly, the Packers are a good team, and I'll give them their props.
They're overrated,
I don't like the Packers. I hate the Packers because I'm a Lions fan, but they are a good team. They were dealing with a lot of injuries. They were really banged up, and I don't think Jordan Love is their answer at quarterback. I've been saying this all season. Jordan Love's not that good. I've even had multiple Packer fans. We've had Isaac on the show.
It's true.
He's a huge Packers fan. Huge.
Doesn't even know what the fuck he's talking about.
He's got a point there.
I mean, true. But even he, as a huge Packers fan, don't know if he's the quarterback that's going to take him to the Super Bowl. He's up and down. He's very up and down. You got to give it that. He'll have a great game where he looks tremendous, and then another game where he looks like shit. He is very inconsistent. He's more consistent now than he is inconsistent as compared to the past.
Well, yeah.
He's growing. But, I mean, Eric called for this game because he said that the Packers were going to win the Super Bowl because Favre was 27 and Rodgers was 27 and Jordan Love is now 27.
They don't win the Super Bowl.
So unfortunately, Eric, the Packers are not going to the Super Bowl because they lost to the Bears. Caleb Williams, 361 yards passing, 2 touchdowns. A lot of that came in the fourth quarter, I imagine, because they went fucking off.
He looked really good in the fourth quarter. He made some there was a clip. It was like almost identical to what he made at USC, and like it blew up because everybody said like you're not gonna be able to do this in the NFL, and it was like the same arm angle, and it was insane.
Was it the Jordan Jumpman pass?
Yeah, like he was like on his side, and like it was like the arm angle, and like it was gross.
He's definitely getting a deal with Jordan now. I know a lot of NFL players are starting to wear Jordan gear. He's definitely getting a deal with Jordan now after that because they line that fucking thing up to the Jumpman logo.
Nails.
I hope.
Jordan, I don't hope that either.
I mean, I'm not a fan of Williams myself. I'm not a fan of Williams myself either, and they're going to lose this coming up week. They're done after this week. But Swift went for 54 yards rushing, 1 touchdown.
Do you realize the Rams haven't beat the Bears in Soldier Field in 23 years?
Well,
Yeah.
That's because
it's a good time to
Chicago
start.
hasn't been relevant since.
Miami. Since Miami. Okay, you're right. Yeah.
No, easy. They went to the Super Bowl when Peyton won.
All right. So, anyways, let me finish out these stats on this game real quick. Swift, 54 yards rushing, 1 touchdown. Loveland, 137 yards receiving.
man.
Packers, Jordan Love went 323 with 4 touchdowns. Jacobs, 55 yards rushing, and Dobbs, 124 yards receiving, 1 touchdown. It begs to question, if they had Parsons, would this game turned out different? I don't know. I think
so.
I think
Parsons is definitely a game wrecker, and he definitely can get pressure. And
I'm not a Parsons fan.
I
I'm
think
not a huge Parsons
He's
fan either,
overrated.
but he's still a good pass rusher though. He's not great, but he's still good.
yeah, Dallas won that trade. I'm going to be honest with you. For what the Packers gave up to get him and what they paid him, they're going to be hurt.
And look
for
where
the
they're
next
at.
few
They're
years.
both at home.
Yep.
Yeah,
So
that's fair.
Next game
Jerry
was,
Jones is the biggest idiot in football. I'll tell you
Yeah.
that right now.
Next game. Oh, we've said that a million times. Jason, how do you feel about Jerry Jones?
Fuck Jerry Jones.
Exactly.
He's an
Mark,
idiot.
how do you feel about Jerry Jones?
So, that guy, he's out there, man. He's out there.
He's
Yeah.
terrible.
He's an idiot.
He is an idiot.
Next game, Bills Jaguars. I literally, Jason, you'd have loved to see that. I've never seen my wife hop up out of her chair and start bouncing around in the living room so fast with 2 hip replacements. I don't even think that she took that when that interception happened on that last play of the game. Like, Amy launched out of her fucking chair. It was fucking funny to watch. She looked like me and Chase when we were watching the Lions game.
Sounds
Like,
dangerous.
she was down, bouncing around all over the place. But Allen went for 273 with 1 touchdown. Cook, 46 yards rushing. Shakir, 82 yards receiving. Jaguars, Lawrence went for 207 with 3 touchdowns. ETN, 67 yards rushing. In Washington, 107 yards receiving, 1 touchdown. Crazy fucking game. This was another really good one. Both these teams fought
Josh
right to
Allen
the end.
willed.
Yeah, Josh Allen.
He hyperextended his knee. He finished his throwing motion into his lineman's hand, or into his lineman's helmet. Like, the fact that he willed that team.
He said he wasn't going to lose. He said, "I'm not losing."
Crazy.
And
Not losing.
they completed the longest tush push of the season.
Yeah,
They did.
20
That was
yards.
fucking, dude.
That
Those
was
linemen
wild.
picked his ass up and they were carrying him, dude. It was just fucking, we were going nuts in the living room. They were just he was just up in the air holding onto the ball. Like,
I'll
I
tell
think
you
he
one
was
thing,
trying to
though.
move his leg.
If he doesn't get it done this year, this is his legacy year.
Yeah, this is if we've said this before.
Everybody's out.
Yeah.
Yep.
Kills him.
There's no
We said
Burrow.
you
There's
have
no
no-
Lamar. There's no Patrick Mahomes. There's no one in his way.
But
But
Houston's defense is a problem.
That
I'll
is
tell
a
you
problem.
We
right now.
also brought this
Houston's
up.
defense is a
What was it, last week or 2 weeks ago, that we said if Allen does win this year, is there an asterisk next to it?
Because he didn't have to go through KC or Burrow or Lamar. Like,
No, because I feel like the NFC is better now than the AFC.
Yeah,
100%. 100%.
In the last 20 years, we've watched the
Patrick
AFC
Mahomes is just going
dominant.
straight downhill.
Patrick Mahomes is not going straight back down. Shut the
I
fuck
don't
up.
say that, but I mean the
He tore his
Chiefs are
ACL.
hurt.
It's not going to be the same. He's not going to be the same quarterback.
Dude, he will be
He's
an even better
RG3
quarterback.
2.0. He's going to fuck his knee
Tom
up again.
Brady
He's
came
done.
back after tearing his ACL and had the best stretch of his career. So shut the fuck up.
RG3 2.0. He's going to
No,
fuck it up.
The
He's done.
RG3 and Patrick Mahomes are 2 completely different players, and Patrick Mahomes has already had a fucking Hall of Fame career
He's
before
done.
the ACL tear. He's going to come back and continue that Hall of
He's
Fame
going to fuck
career.
it up again. He's going to be done
You
next
just
year.
want that to happen. It's not going to happen.
I
And
mean-
thank God you're saying that, because you're horrible at picking the shit and calling it.
Hold on. Carl's got an opinion on this.
I don't know, man. I don't know if an ACL is a hard thing to come back from.
Not anymore.
He's torn both his ACLs.
I've
so he
torn
knows.
my ACL. I'm walking around with my ACL holding on by like 35% right
You're
now.
a
so shut
wrestler.
the
That's
fuck
not a
up.
real sport.
In fact, Jason was there when I did it. I did it on his show.
Whoa.
I was in Jason's ring when
Hey,
I did it.
I'm poking the bear. It's nothing true, Jason. I still love you. I'm just fucking with him. But continue.
I don't know. I think they are not building well around him. I think Travis Kelce is.
He's done.
He's done.
Unfortunately, this
I don't
was,
think
this was
even
his
if he
last
comes
year.
back
He's
next
retired.
year, what is he going to be? He's going to
And-
be a shell of what he was.
I mean, how this year is a shell of what he was.
yeah,
He
exactly.
actually had, if you look at his stats, he had a good year.
he had a good year, but he
You know,
He
wasn't.
didn't have a great year, but
He
he
didn't
had
have
a
a
good year.
Travis Kelce year.
No, but
Exactly.
he's fucking 36 years old.
I understand,
Like,
and his quarterback probably won't be here for the first 4 games next year.
yeah, it's going to be a.
Like
If they're
the
smart,
Chiefs
they'll
need to figure something the fuck out. I'll tell you that.
They got a lot of work to do. They need to rebuild some shit.
So the fact that you're saying he's just going to bounce back, like
I'm
he's
not
gonna
saying he's gonna
and
bounce
he's gonna have
back.
to do
You
more.
did. You
No,
did.
You literally
did.
said he was going to bounce back and not skip a beat.
like Tom Brady, and you're not.
well,
you're wrong.
they're
And you
not
said it's gonna
going
be the best
to.
stretch of his
Listen.
career. These are your words. I'm putting back at you. I just want you to know here.
I'm saying Patrick Mahomes is going to bounce back. I'm not saying the Chiefs are going to bounce back. It's the Chiefs themselves. You need a lot of weapons around the team. It's going to be going through a rebuild. Patrick Mahomes is going to come out and look good next year. Now, just because a quarterback looks good, don't mean that you're going to win a fucking Super Bowl. Look at Goff. Goff had fucking as good, if not better, stats than Drake May this year, but Goff is sitting on a bench at home and didn't even get All-Pro, and Drake May's up for MVP.
All-Pro doesn't mean shit.
I understand that.
Gibbs didn't get fucking All-Pro.
Gibbs got robbed too.
Yards.
Gibbs got robbed too. But you're looking at just because your quarterback does good, and everybody shit on Goff this year, but if you look at his stats, they're right there with Drake May, who's up there for MVP discussion. Your quarterback can do good, and the team does not perform that well around you.
What's perform that well around you? We were in the running.
We were in the running till when though? The Lions got knocked out, dude.
Yeah,
unfortunately.
I didn't know that. I didn't notice.
Yeah, like they did.
I understand that, but they're still in the running.
They were in the running up until what, week fucking 16?
15 or 16.
15 or 16, and then they were done. But to say that, so let's say the Chiefs next year, Patrick Mahomes comes out and he looks great. He throws for a bunch of yards.
He's not. He's not. He's probably.
Well, he's not gonna because he's gonna miss the first 4
They're
games
talking about
of the
possibly
year.
picking up Russell Wilson for the first couple games.
Oh, fuck that.
Dude,
Fuck that. I would just re-sign fucking Minshew Magic.
Gardner Minshew. I like Gardner Minshew.
I do. I would just re-sign him for another year.
Agent.
Yeah, but you can probably pick him up cheap to have as a backup to run the first 4 games.
He's not going to be a backup. He's going to you're going to ask him.
Well, he's going to be a star, but as soon as Patrick Mahomes comes back, Patrick Mahomes is going to play.
Yes, most definitely. But they talk about every year. It's like the first 5 games. Like if you go under 500, your chances dwindle.
They dwindle, but sometimes. I mean, you look at fucking not the Ravens from this year, even though they did the same thing, but the Ravens from the previous year before. They were fucking 2-5 in their first fucking 7 games, and then they came back and made it to the playoffs. So the possibility is there. Do I think the Chiefs are doing that next year? No, I will give you that. But I don't think Patrick Mahomes is gonna look real bad out the gate. You know what I mean? I think he's gonna come back from the ACL injury. I think he's gonna be Patrick Mahomes. Now, do I think they're gonna have the weapons around him to allow him to be
Patrick Mahomes? He's a generational talent.
He is.
I don't know if he's gonna look the same.
I'm
not saying he's gonna be bad. But he's not going to be what you want.
Well, that would be the same. This is probably the same argument people were having about Tom Brady back when he tore his ACL. So we'll have to wait and see. And Tom Brady came back. You can say the same thing
about Adrian Peterson. Adrian Peterson had one of the best rushing performances the year after he tore his ACL.
Yeah,
but not
that's a little bit different of a position, though. And it depends on how hard you train, how hard you come back. And Patrick Mahomes is a fucking workhorse.
Okay, but why is Patrick Mahomes so good?
Because he works his ass off to get there.
But what makes him good as a quarterback?
His passing ability. And
what about his passing ability? Because he can change his arm angles.
Yeah.
He can move. He can do off-platform throwing motions and throws. And when you're doing off-platform throwing motion and throws, you are putting more strain through your ACL and your knee joints.
You are, and it depends on how he gets his ACL repaired, to be honest with you. If he gets there's different levels of getting your ACL repaired. If he just bucks up and gets a cadaver ACL,
there's no way. That's the worst one to get.
It's the worst one to come back from.
No, it's the easiest one to come back from. It's the worst one as far as strength.
It could be, but people come back all the time because we're talking but
the cadaver is very different from, you can get the hamstring, which is the middle ground.
Yeah.
Or you can get the patella tendon, which is what AP got.
Oh, okay.
But it makes it basically it grades from the cadaver is the easiest to come back from, but it's the weakest. The hamstring is
just read that, Tim.
It's not the end of it.
I don't know. It's not.
They're leaving Arrowhead.
It's the end.
They're leaving Arrowhead and they're going to Case. It's just different now.
They're staying in Kansas City. Shut the fuck. We've had this discussion.
But Kansas City is in 2 states.
It's in
now
2
he's
states.
Going to the Kansas state.
Yeah, they're literally moving across the river to the other state. They're still going to be the Kansas City
side
Chiefs.
of the river.
They've never had a team. Shut the fuck up. But beyond that, okay, let's get off the thing. Mahomes is going to look great again. They're going to win another Super Bowl. Good. It's not going to be next year. I'll say that right now. You're right. He's going to be out for a while. The Kansas City Chiefs will be back.
I hope so. I believe Andy Reid's a great quarterback or great coach.
He's a great coach.
And Patrick Mahomes, even if he's not himself, even at 80%, he's going to be better than most people in the league. I believe in that.
Even at 80%, he's probably still top 3 quarterback in the league.
The things that make him so good are not things like him sitting in the quarterback or sitting in the pocket and just ripping the ball. Can he do it? Absolutely. But the thing that makes Patrick so good is when he can make a play and extend plays, because one thing that the Chiefs have always struggled with is protecting him.
Yeah. And that's part of the reason their issue this year.
That's why I don't think that it's just going to be a bounce back. I hope it is for you as a Chiefs fan, but I'm just
I mean, let's be honest. I'm a
Carl's more
Lions fan first.
Carl's more nice
like
than
I'm
me.
100% a Lions fan first. Chiefs is my second team. They're my AFC team.
That's fair.
The Lions are the thing. But anyways, let's get back. Bills, we covered that. Bills going to the Super Bowl this year. If Allen, this started out with a discussion. If Allen doesn't win it this year, he's never going to fucking win it. And I'll say that now.
Never.
Like
That never is a crazy thing.
He's
Never
never
a
going to
big
win it.
statement there, buddy.
I honestly think this is
most
his best
favored
chance.
year. Yeah, I agree with that.
Like, and I just have a feeling that if he doesn't get it done this year, it's not going to happen.
I don't know about
You're
that.
going to have some
I
of
don't
these
know
teams.
about that.
No, look at these teams that are coming up right now. We're going to get into them. Denver's coming up right now. They're
But
still
the
young.
AFC is
They're in the middle of a rebuild.
Worse. He just left the prominence of the AFC for the last 20 years.
Yeah.
And he is part of that. And now he's entering an era where the NFC is dominating.
The
so
NFC is
his
dominating.
path to the Super Bowl.
So you look at it, it's because the NFC has been in that rebuild phase over the past few years. You're starting to see the Eagles kind of went through it, and they're kind of at the downfall right now. But you have other teams
They're
coming
not
up
at the
right now.
downfall. That's crazy.
The Eagles are only good when they need to kill a three-peat. That's the only time they win a Super Bowl. Said this before.
I disagree with that.
They beat the Patriots when the Patriots were going for a three-peat, and they beat the Chiefs when the Chiefs were going for a three-peat.
The Eagles
they're
have a
gonna be
great
good.
young core.
They're a
On
great young
defense.
core, but
Their defense is so good.
they are.
They have a white cornerback, dude. Relax.
They have the exciting ones.
Cooper DeJean is pretty fucking badass.
He is.
I like him.
He's a thug.
But they're not going to be as prominent as they are because you have teams like, and I hate to say
They're
it, you
gonna
got
get a
teams like the
better
Bears
they're
coming
gonna-
up.
they're
The
gonna get a
Bears is a
better
young
OC.
team coming up. You still have,
They're-
you got Green Bay that's coming up. I mean,
But
you
you're
look
also
at,
saying you're also making my point that like I think the NFC we'll see for the next couple years. The
NFC is gonna lead it
best-
out.
Yeah, which
Yeah.
makes it so his path to the Super Bowl. Yes, he's looking at Patrick's. The Chiefs are not going to be anything next year. I don't believe they're
I don't think they're going to be either.
because they
I said
also
that.
have to go through the Broncos.
Yeah.
I think
Broncos, the Texans.
And then what did we
are
talk
hot.
about earlier about
Chargers? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, and you're looking at NFC side.
Believe in this is AFC. These are all AFC.
Yeah, these are all AFC. Like,
But
you got,
each of those they're shaky. Like
The only thing solid
Justin
is that
Herbert?
the only thing
Let's be
solid is
honest.
the Texans defense.
the Bills are fucking shaky still. They're getting there on the will of fucking Josh Allen right now. Josh Allen's winning these fucking games
That's
for him
because of the front office
it's
is
not the
trash.
defense. It's not anything else. You know what I mean? It's Josh Allen's winning these games.
agreed.
Josh Allen is going to next year. Let's be honest with each other. Denver's only going to get better. The Chargers are only going to get better.
Maybe.
I don't know. I don't know if I love Justin Herbert and I think he's super talented. I just don't know.
Yeah, but it's the pieces
And-
around him.
And they're getting old. They're getting the Chargers are getting old.
They're
Khalil
getting
Mack's
old, but I
their
think
best
next
defensive
year
player.
they're going to have a better year than they had this year. To be honest, and they had a
Harbaugh's
great year.
Coach. I agree.
Yeah.
And Harbaugh's a great coach. There's way more, like there's more shakiness in the AFC. Like the Broncos playing phenomenally. The defense is great.
Defense is great.
Quarterback is up and down.
He's up. Their offense is up and down as a whole.
CJ Stroud, way worse year this year.
Yeah,
He looked way better last year.
he did. He looked way better 2 years ago. To be honest, like he's kind of had a little
Yeah.
bit of a down year last year, and he's even more. That defense is carrying him.
The
But
defense is-
defense. You
is
said earlier,
dangerous.
defense.
Wins championship.
It wins championships.
I agree
So-
with that. But I
But
still,
offense wins games, though.
But you look at
Offense wins
there's a
games.
lot of teams that are on the come up in the AFC right now, and there's also a lot of teams in the NFC that are on the come up.
the NFC is good.
So the
NFC,
league's
they're-
kind of switching right now. I mean, we look at it this year, and I give credit to your Carolina Panthers. Even though they went to the playoffs on an 8-9 record, they were a lot of fucking fun to watch this year, and they're only going to get better going into next year. You're going to get another year under Bryce Young. Dowdle started out the year fucking great that first half of the year, and Hubbard took over after that because he started falling off a little bit. McMillan, their fucking rookie
It's weird.
receiver,
It's
looks fucking phenomenal.
weird. I did not see this coming from the.
They have some
Panthers.
great pieces on fucking defense. Like they're really, and they're only going to get better next year.
But continue with your stats, though.
Next game, 49ers, Eagles. I was happy to see the Eagles.
We didn't
knocked out.
get into the Broncos game, though.
I didn't get to the Broncos game because they didn't play because they were on a bye
That's
week.
excellent.
No, they were on a bye week. I can address what they were doing sitting on their couches at home watching football games. I'm sure Bo Nix was eating a fucking box of Cheez-Its.
I don't think they're eating Cheez-Its, dude. I don't think they're eating Cheez-Its.
I can. What else? I'm sure they
Shut
were
the fuck up
drinking.
talking about the 49ers game,
drinking
bitch.
real
Listen,
beer.
dude, we keep listening to you. We're going to talk about the team that's on bye.
Hey,
Yeah.
Just sit there and look pretty and drink your beer.
a lot of teams on bye lose.
Purdy 262 passing, 2 touchdowns. McCaffrey 48 yards rushing. Robinson 111 yards receiving, 1 touchdown. Eagles, Hurts went for 168 passing, 1 touchdown. Barkley 106 rushing, and Smith 70 yards receiving. I think in this game we probably
a bad thing. Fucking Kittle went out with an Achilles injury.
Kittle went out with an Achilles injury.
That's huge for them right now.
He might retire.
Yeah,
he's older. He's old, man. He's like.
I don't think he's gonna retire off an injury.
30s,
I don't think he's gonna retire off an injury.
He has so many injuries lately.
He does, though. He does. He's definitely getting.
They're also getting older.
They are 100%.
Trent Williams is old.
Yeah,
CMC's beat up.
Yeah, the only young one is Birdie. So yeah, they're definitely fighting their age gap there.
I don't think they're gonna.
Their window was 2 years ago when they knocked the Lions out. That was their best chance to win the Super Bowl.
Yeah, they couldn't get past the Chiefs.
Okay, continue your next game.
But anyways, no, I wanted to cover Hurts. He didn't play that great of a game.
I mean, AJ Brown dropped fucking
AJ Brown. Yeah, AJ Brown. I think AJ Brown's time is done in Philly, to be honest.
In Philly, probably.
In Philly, but not done all around.
He's not done all around, but I think his time in Philly is up. And I mean, I was happy to see the Eagles go home here because I picked the 49ers to win this one, and I was correct. Next game, Patriots-Chargers. May went for 268 passing, 1 touchdown. He also had 66 yards rushing. Stevenson, 75 yards receiving. Herbert went for 159. He also had 57 yards rushing, and McConkey went for 32 yards receiving. Young Chargers team, I didn't see them making it past this week, but they showed a lot of promise this year. They just, they're, being in the AFC West there, they were kind of overshadowed by Denver because Denver's been so good this year.
Mm-hmm.
So
it's a very tough division.
It's
outside of the Raiders.
Yeah, arguably, like, it's one of the tougher divisions in the AFC. I mean, last year you had 3 teams from that division go to the playoffs. Same thing with the NFC North. Last year you had 3 teams go to the playoffs. I think those are probably the 2 toughest divisions in football, at least last year. This year, I mean,
even this year you can argue that.
Yeah,
I mean,
well, the NFC North's the only team that had 4 winning records.
Yeah, everybody had a winning record.
That's crazy.
Like that's the toughest division in football. Next game. I didn't even stay up and watch this game either because it was a late game and there wasn't much to watch. We had Texans versus Steelers. Stroud went for 250 with 1 touchdown. Marks 112 yards rushing, 1 touchdown. Kirk went for 144 receiving, 1 touchdown. Rodgers, and probably his last NFL game ever, went for 146. Warren 43 yards rushing, and Metcalf 42 yards receiving. Is that? I mean, and I've said this before, and I don't know how you feel about it. I actually have a lot of respect for Aaron Rodgers. Everybody thinks he's a fucking weirdo, and ever since I watched his little documentary on Netflix, did you ever watch his documentary on Netflix? If you watch it, you understand him a little bit better.
So I watched Pat McAfee a lot.
Yeah,
and I like him more, but I just for me it comes back to mentality. We've been talking about the whole show. I don't like how uncoachable he is, and it's not just something that's current.
That's fair.
He had issues with Mike McCarthy. He had issues with LaFleur. He had issues with fucking AG. Like, I don't know. He's probably one of the best talented quarterbacks we've ever seen.
Yes.
Yeah.
Undoubtedly.
I agree with that. He's a Hall of Fame talent. He's going to go to the Hall of Fame.
No questions. It's the thing that he lacks is the thing that made Brady the GOAT. And I say that because I'm not a Brady fan either. And I hate that everybody's like, he's like the best football player because I disagree with that. The GOAT and the best football player are very different. And that's what you were saying earlier is the best thing about Brady was nothing to do with his arm talent, his body. It was his mind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think the thing that Aaron Rodgers is like, he understands the game really well, but he just.
Oh, bye, Mark. See you, Mark.
He just doesn't have it. Like for me, he's a killer. I get that. It's just he just doesn't have like, I don't know, just like that. Not being.
He's not coachable. He's not coachable.
Not being able, and just like some of his remarks, like
it didn't matter how old Tom Brady was. He'd listen to Belichick. He was coachable. He learned. He always had that open mind. Aaron Rodgers doesn't have that open mind. Aaron Rodgers wants it his way because he thinks since 2010 when he won the Super Bowl, he's like, oh, I can do anything. Well, you can always get better, and that's his problem.
And I agree. And
Just like Tim,
is
he fucking thinks the Chiefs are going to bounce back. They're not gonna.
It's going to take him a couple of years to bounce back. It's not going to happen. It's going to take a couple of years.
Tone changed so much. From when we first had that conversation to now, which I'm not saying that you can't change your opinion.
No, I'm not. I think Patrick Mahomes is going to bounce back, but I'm not saying the Chiefs are going to bounce right back. Like,
we'll see what happens. It is what it is.
It's going to take crazy. That'd be crazy when fucking Allen had an MVP season last year, but Allen had the MVP season. The Bills didn't have it. They didn't go to the Super Bowl. They got knocked out by fucking Mahomes in the fucking playoffs.
Yeah, it's a regular
Lamar
season
won the fucking MVP. He didn't go to the Super Bowl. You know what I mean? I'm not saying the Chiefs are bouncing back. I'm saying that Mahomes is going to bounce back. He's going to look good. Is all that I'm saying.
All right.
We'll find out.
Sorry.
Jason, how do you feel about what could possibly be Aaron Rodgers' last NFL game?
Yeah, if I was a betting man, I would say that that's absolutely the case because I did watch that game last night and I was pulling for Pittsburgh.
I was too.
And Jesus
I love
Christ, man! Once Houston
like
turned it on,
I like TJ Watt.
There was just no stopping them. And Aaron Rodgers has made as big of a mark in the NFL as he's going to. People can argue all day long where his position is going to be in the annals of history. I respect the guy for what he's done, but yeah, we've seen the end of him. I would be shocked if somebody else, picked him up for next season or he stays with Pittsburgh or whatever the case may be. I would be stunned.
I think he wants to be done too. I think he really that's why I did a 1-year deal. I think he's like, I just want to go out there, have fun, play football. I think he knows it's over. Like, I think that's it.
I'd be shocked if he goes anywhere.
I don't think he's gonna. I think he'll sign a 1-day contract with Green Bay and retire. I think he'll retire as a Green Bay Packer.
I don't think he does. I don't.
No.
Let's never say never because we did see Phillip Rivers suit up after 5 years being off in the NFL this year to come back to play half the season
and play pretty decently.
Yeah, I mean he was still playing. I mean, my favorite version of Phillip Rivers is Fat Phillip Rivers playing back there. Like that was fucking entertaining as fuck to me. Like that dude was about 40 pounds overweight.
We're not looking for entertainment.
No, it was entertainment factor at that point in time. Their season was over at that point in time. But when you roll out Fat Phillip Rivers,
I hated it.
I don't even.
It was not over when he.
They had to take a lineman's jersey and fucking stitch his numbers onto it to even fit him.
Yeah.
Like that guy, but he was still slinging the ball, man. He was fucking fantastic, and I loved it. Loved every minute of it.
I wanted Indy to make the playoffs so bad because Jonathan Taylor was having a hell of a year.
Oh, he was having a crazy year.
Dimes. Like
that's a tragedy of this year.
Yeah, they were so fucking here, and then they just fell straight off.
You know what's a tragedy is? Jonathan Taylor didn't get all pro either, or did he get second? No, he didn't get second team.
No,
I don't think so.
No, which is
after everything went
tragedy.
downhill, he just couldn't produce anymore.
Well, now the downfall is it's the first half of the year that he looked incredible, and then after that he kind of fell off.
He was going to break LT's record. That's what was going to happen.
The crazy thing when I was looking at the All Pro things this year, Bijan Robinson got first team, and then he also got a second team spot. Bijan's a beast. He's a beast. Which I mean, that's another thing when you're looking at a head coaching thing.
He's up and down.
Some of these higher. I mean, he had an incredible fucking season.
Yeah, but there's games where he rushes for 180 yards, and there's games where he rushes for 30.
He's on a very bad team.
Who undoubtedly had a better season, in my opinion, than he did, and got totally fucking shafted on the whole thing, was Jahmyr Gibbs. Yes. Jahmyr Gibbs had a fucking breakout, fucking should have been all pro season, and he got robbed on that shit. Like, let's be honest with each other. He was over 1,700 yards scrimmage. Like, he had an incredible fucking season, and he didn't even get second team honors.
Yeah.
Which I think all pro wise, obviously Panay got first team, and Jack Campbell got first team, and then we had Amon Ra and Aiden got second team all pro honors. But Jahmyr Gibbs got completely shafted.
That's crazy to me.
Yeah, I mean, that's tough. I mean, Amon Ra, in my opinion, could have probably been first team, but it's really hard to get beyond Jackson Smith and Jigba. Like that guy had a crazy over 2,000 yards this year. Crazy fucking season. And they're still going. Seahawks are still fucking dangerous, and they could be the representative in the Super Bowl for the NFC this year. I do not believe in Darnold. Darnold.
He's had 2 great years in a row.
He has.
So what's not to believe?
The fact that as soon as he got to the playoffs last year, he fucking choked. Like, he choked. I'm waiting to see what he does.
Okay,
I might change my
also-
mind on him
He also has a
after they
better
play
team.
next week.
He has
Let's
a
get to
better-
the
he has a-
divisional round, and then I might change my
He
mind on
has a
Darnold.
better team in Seattle than he did in Minnesota.
Arguably, I don't know. They had
Yeah,
they went
not
fucking
arguably, yes, they
14-3 in Minnesota.
Yeah,
they had a better record in Minnesota. Let's be honest. They had fucking. Would you? Okay,
What
let's
seed were they
better
last
team.
year? What seed were they last year? The seventh?
Let's say.
What seed?
I understand that, but it was in a tough ass division, so it doesn't really count. You can't count that.
That's skewed.
Let's put apples for apples. If you were to take your
Apples for
receiver,
oranges?
if you were to pick a receiver, you had Jackson Smith and Jigba, or you had Justin Jefferson lining up. Which one would you pick?
Smith.
Yeah, Smith all day.
Okay.
Smith.
You pick him based on this year or overall?
Overall.
Who do you think's more
Overall,
dangerous?
he went to wide receiver U.
Who do you think's more dangerous?
Where did Smith go? He went to wide receiver U. You know where that's at? Ohio State. I don't like saying it, but it's true.
I believe that
LSU had
Smith's
two good receivers.
You're a talent guy.
I think Smith's better.
Yeah, 100% he's
As
better.
a talent.
He's a little bit bigger too, and I kind of like that.
He also his mentality, like,
Mentality, Tim.
it's a mentality thing for me. And I think that perseveres, especially in the NFL, more than most things. And
Okay, so besides at this table, if you ask anybody else around the country, I guarantee
probably take
90% of the time it's
Smith.
going to take Justin Jefferson.
No.
I
they'll
almost say
probably take
90% of the time
probably.
is Justin Jefferson.
Yeah, because he was on a flashy offense in LSU. He had Joe Burrow. He had so much there. Don't get me wrong. He's a great receiver, but he's not better than Smith. If they're anything, they're right there. But I think Smith is a little bit better.
Jason, what's your thoughts on that?
I don't think he has any.
I don't really know how to further this conversation any better. I'm siding with Eric's point of view on
Yes,
this.
thank you. So we're saying fuck you, Tim.
Well, that's not what I'm saying. I'm just like
Okay, continue though. Continue.
No, you're saying it kind of what I'm already been thinking. If I had to pick a side here, like I'm leaning towards more towards Eric's point of view here. Very rarely.
He went to wide receiver.
I like that ad there.
He went to
That's a smart move.
he went to wide receiver U. Ohio State produces wide receivers every year. Look at Smith coming out of Ohio. If he don't come out this year, next year he's gonna be number one overall. That's Geno Smith's cousin. Like, that dude is a fucking dog.
Hey, I heard there's rumors he might go to Miami.
If he transfers there, because he already talked about, he's like, I should have went to Miami.
Yeah, he said that before they fucking smacked that ass.
And if he goes to Miami,
he's from South
dude,
Florida.
I'd love for him to go to Miami. I'd love for him to go to Miami.
A lot of his boys play on Miami.
I would love for him to go to Miami, just because I hate Ohio State. But that'd be fucking great. And then, so if he transfers to Miami, goes there, plays one season, then goes to draft, top 5 pick easily.
I agree.
Easily.
All right, let's move on to the divisional round. We can make our picks.
All right, on Saturday, the Denver Broncos will be hosting the Buffalo Bills. That game is at 4:30.
Oh, fuck.
Denver.
Denver.
I'm going Bills, man. It's
You're a
Josh
big
Allen all
Denver.
the way. Josh Allen all the way.
Josh Allen he's got his ass beat last week, and it's not going to stop.
It's not
This is
going
a
to
better
stop, but
defense.
he's going
Not
to
gonna
play
stop.
right through it. You talk mentality, Allen's got
he'll
it.
play through
He
it.
won't fucking quit. He's going to carry that team to the victory. Like, I'm just saying, like,
I wouldn't be
I
shocked,
believe in
but
Allen. I believe in Allen.
I'm going to take the Bills. I'm hoping Josh Allen can pull it hard, and I'm hoping Bosa can have a great game. I'm hoping
Bosa hasn't.
He hasn't done shit. I'm hoping he comes back. But when he first came in the league, he was great. I hope he can get a little bit of that flash for this game. That's it.
Dude, Denver's getting it.
I am going with Denver, and a big reason why I'm going with Denver is because they are playing in Denver.
That's going to be a tough game.
And
Mile high is hard,
that
man.
altitude
It's not easy to win
a
that.
factor. It is
And
a
mind
factor.
you, he just got his ass beat.
He did.
The only reason he won that game is Josh Allen, and he just got his ass beat.
Nope, you're
And
not
now he's
wrong.
going to go somewhere where he's going to have a tougher time breathing, and he's got to be Superman all over again.
He's going to do it. He's
against a
gonna put that
better
cape
team.
on.
Against a better
I
team.
mean, honestly, Denver could win this game. But like you said
Denver
earlier,
could win,
it depends on which Denver shows up. You know their defense is. It depends which Bo Nix is going to show up.
I agree with that statement.
If Bo, because they're not a high-scoring offense.
If the Bo Nix that shows up
haven't
that's
been.
sitting on the couch eating Cheez-Its, it's not going to be a good game for them.
And does the whole first week bye play a factor in that? Because generally teams don't really come back off that bye and play very well their first week back.
The only team that's 1-7 in the college football playoffs that has a bye is Indiana.
Yeah.
Everyone that's had a bye has lost the last 2 years. So
I hate that first round bye. I mean, we saw it with the Lions last year. That first round bye, I think, killed us. Anytime the Lions have an extended period to time off, they lose that edge and they end up losing the next game.
Any team does.
Yeah.
Any team does. Back in the day, it used to be good. Now it's like you're losing momentum and you can't play.
You got to
I
carry
think
that
Sean
momentum.
gets him there, man.
You think Sean Payton's a great
Sean
coach?
Payton's a good coach.
All right, next game, Jason.
8 o'clock, the Seattle Seahawks hosting the San Francisco 49ers.
I got the
Hawks
Seahawks
all day.
Yeah,
Hawks all day.
Seahawks. Yeah, Seahawks.
This isn't even. I think this is going to get pretty.
It's going to get ugly for the 49ers.
I think. I mean, I
I
wouldn't be
don't
surprised.
count out the 49ers.
No, I think they're going to
They've
get.
been playing injured all season long. They've been banged up, and they have found ways to win. I'm still picking the Seahawks in this, and I told you I'm not a believer in Sam Darnold in the playoffs yet. He has a tendency to choke in the playoffs, but I still think
3 tutties for Sam Darnold.
I still think this game the Seahawks walk away with this win right here.
Yeah,
Like
100%.
because I think the NFC Championship game is going to be the Seahawks and Rams. I'm going to call that now, and I think the Rams are going to go to the Super Bowl. But I got the Seahawks in this
It's going
game.
to be Seahawks and Bears, dude. You're wrong.
Bears are not making it past next week. They're a big game.
Yeah, the Rams haven't won in Soldier Field in 23 years, man.
I understand that, but I'm going to take the experience of fucking Matthew Stafford over the experience of the Bears.
Hey, Ben Johnson.
Fuck
He is-
Ben Johnson.
Listen, buddy.
Fuck Ben. You know,
Dude,
I
Ben
love Ben
Johnson's
Johnson, but he went through a divisional rival. Fuck him.
Loyalty. I get that.
Yeah.
I
Fuck
understand
him.
that,
He
but
could have went if he would have went to the Jets, if he would have went to the Titans, if he would have went anywhere else. I'd have been fucking rooting on Ben Johnson this year, but he went to a divisional rival.
Hey, listen. I literally said I hope he loses every game. He gets shit canned so he comes back to us. That's clearly not going to be the
Yeah,
case.
it's not going to happen.
And
But
I don't. This is honestly, I think the toughest games to call is the Bears Rams.
we'll get to that one in a minute. Jason?
The New England Patriots are hosting the Houston Texans on Sunday at 3 o'clock. I'm going Houston.
I'm going to go Houston on this one too. I think that defense steps up. Honestly, like Patriots are exciting. They're fun, but they did play a last place schedule this year. They played a lot of easy teams. And they've gotten there. They split with the Bills. I mean, they've had some good wins this year. But I'm going to go Houston. I think that defense carries them to the AFC Championship game.
It's gonna be a low scoring game, but I do think Houston will edge them.
Yeah.
But I think it's gonna be low scoring
I
regardless.
think Houston.
Okay.
They proved who they were against Pittsburgh Monday night.
I mean, let's be honest. Pittsburgh,
That's not a good.
it's not a
stick.
good measuring
But
stick.
that is 10 games in a row too.
Yeah.
10 games in a row. Houston
They've
has
been
won.
hot, and I think they are the hottest team going into the playoffs is Houston.
And they have the best defense.
Yeah, they've won. This will be, if they win on Sunday, that'll be 11 wins in a row.
Tell you what, 16 points is not going to work.
No.
No.
I truly believe that. But I believe Vrabel's going to have that defense ready too.
Oh yeah, he will.
I think it will be a lower scoring game.
Yeah, it will.
Yeah, because Houston's offense isn't the greatest.
No.
Let's be honest. But that defense is probably, I mean, arguably, they're probably the best defense in the league.
I think they're the best defense in the league.
100%.
So,
They have been.
and I think that's going to be real tough on the Patriots, who are used to playing, a last place schedule with a few ifs. I mean, the Bills haven't been the hottest this year. They're not as dominant this year as they've been in the past, and they split with them.
No, if
yeah.
you were to put last year's Bills team in this playoffs, Bills.
No, they would've went
Bills-
straight to the
Bills
Super
would-
Bowl.
Bills would walk to the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Because Josh Allen was
Josh
on a
Allen
different
had
story.
that fucking
he had a
MVP
better,
year
he had a
last
better
year.
defense last year. He had better weapons around him. Well, what did he do? We have one more game to call, Jason.
He wanted to make sure for video we're all
Okay,
on screen
okay,
there.
sorry,
I
sorry.
know what he's doing. Jason's being
Well, you keep-
producer. He's making
Jason's
great
doing his
producer fucking
Okay, next game.
calls right here.
All right, Sunday night, 6:30. The Bears will be hosting the Rams.
Taking the Bears.
I am too.
Hard on it. This is really.
The
I'm
I
gonna go
think the
Rams.
Bears, man.
I've been saying
Bears are
since
playing
fucking week. I think Ever since the Lions got knocked out, I said the Rams were going to the Super Bowl. And arguably for the majority of the season, the Rams would have been the number one pick to go to the Super Bowl anyways. Like, they started out super fucking hot. They fell off a little bit towards the end there. But at one point in the season, the Rams were the hottest team in the NFL. And I think they bring back a little bit of that magic. I don't think the Bears are there yet. And I agree that the Bears are an amazing fucking team. Ben Johnson has worked fucking a miracle in Chicago to bring them back from one of the worst teams in the NFL right back up to where they're going into the divisional round. They have a lot of talent on that team. Not going to argue that. Williams, as much as I hate him, under Ben Johnson, he's turned his career around.
I agree.
Swift.
I hate this.
What's that?
I hate seeing him do well.
I know. So do I. So do I. But I got to call it as I see it. I got to be the steel man. You know, I got to say he's looked good. Swift has looked real good this year.
Yes.
Manungai has looked good.
Well, I hope that Swift
Manungai!
Swift was also there the year that Ben got there.
Yeah.
That
I mean,
helps a
so
lot.
yeah, they're back. I mean, the defense has been performing. You know what I mean?
The
team
defense is
all around,
one of the best in the league.
Yeah, like
I think they win this game. I know it's crazy. I think they win this game.
It's crazy. I don't think they're going to beat the Rams. I mean, you got Jared Verse. I mean, that guy's a game record too. Like, let's be honest with each other. Like, he's an
Puka
animal.
didn't look great last game.
He did,
had a lot
but
of
I think
big
he turns it
drops,
around.
man.
I think he turns it around,
Did.
to be honest.
Did.
Like, you stack talent on talent. I mean, if you were to take position by position, you're going to you got fucking Caleb Williams or Matt Stafford. I'm going to pick Matt Stafford all day long. When it comes to
Tight end, taking Loveland.
yeah. I mean,
That was
this year,
that was the steal of the draft right there.
Yeah, I
taking
mean,
Loveland.
you got to this year. Running
Defense, you're
back, I'm going to take Williams, to be honest.
No, not Williams.
No.
Blake Corum.
Blake Corum
Blake
is that.
Corum in the last 6 weeks. has
Okay,
been
so but that's
phenomenal.
another 1-2 combo that I like. Corum's real sneaky on the outside.
He's been
Williams up
good.
the middle is good. It's not as good as it gives Montgomery, but it's a good fucking tag team. You go defensive end, I'm gonna take the Rams with Verse. To be honest, like, I just think that's the
I think their overall defense is better in Chicago.
overall, probably yes. I think defensive line, I'm going to give it to the Rams. Offensive line, I'm going to give it to Chicago, to be honest. I think
Yes.
Chicago's got a fucking banger of a fucking offensive line. Like, they did really good. Picking up Tooney for them in the offseason was fucking huge.
Tooney is unreal.
Yes, like, he's having
Did you see his stretch? It's insane.
Yeah.
He's been on like Super Bowl teams like every fucking year.
It's like LeGarrette Blount.
I
that one
hated
time.
seeing him leave the fucking Chiefs, dude.
Dude, that's tough. That's a big and that's been a huge hit for you. Like
Yeah.
we've said, your biggest issue and the issue for Patrick has been the offensive line.
The same fucking, we
That's
can
why
make
you guys-
that same
that's why you
argument for
guys
the Lions
lost to
this
the
year.
fucking Bucks.
Same argument for the Lions this year. That offense, people underrate the offensive line more than any positions on a fucking team. Unless you really follow football, then you really rate the offensive line really well, because you can see a team that has a good offensive line and you can see a team that has a bad offensive line, and that might be part of the fact why Chicago's doing so well this year, because their offensive line is so good. Caleb Williams actually has a chance to fucking complete plays, even though he makes stupid fucking decisions still.
Oh, absolutely.
We saw it in this past game. Sometimes he gets scared and he just launches the ball into an interception.
Yes.
Like, he doesn't think very well yet, but he's
Ben
young.
Johnson thinks for him.
Yeah.
Ben Johnson makes his life so much easier. Ben Johnson's schemes, how he looks at certain plays, like when they did the
Scott,
the throwback
100%,
screen.
brother. Sorry, I just wanted to point that out real quick. Jason brought it up. Go ahead, finish it. The scheme.
Ben Johnson's scheme, like he finds your tendencies on defense and he exploits you to the nth degree.
Yeah, but do you notice too that Ben Johnson kind of still takes a little bit of the Dan Campbell mentality when it comes to making stupid ass fucking decisions?
Yeah.
Like, going forward on so many fourth downs and you're not going to fucking convert them. Like, just back off of that just a little bit. You know
See,
what I mean?
I disagree because I think of it defensively minded. I would rather play 3-down football because 3-down football is more predictable.
Yeah.
4-down football is not more predictable. And Ben Johnson's offense specifically is the least predictable offense that we've probably seen in a very long time.
Well, but maybe the Lions over the
reality-
past two seasons when Ben Johnson was the OC.
Well, yeah, like
you know
what
what I
I'm
mean?
saying.
This
like-
year with Caleb.
Yeah.
Look how many fourth downs we got last year and the last 2 years for the Lions because Ben Johnson was under the helm. Like,
Yeah.
he knew what he was doing. It was a lot of play action, motions. Like exploited defenses. That's why
Well,
we
we
went
tried
15
that
and
this
2.
year too, but we didn't have the offensive
No, we
line.
didn't have an offensive mind. We had a fucking old idiot.
Not the offensive mind, the offensive line to pull that off. That's why Chicago can pull it off because they have that offensive line.
We were
That's
weak,
why,
we were weak
like,
in the middle. Yeah.
Yeah.
The more we're talking about it, like it's just the more I'm liking the Chicago. Even though I think it's gonna be a good game, and I could see the Rams winning it, but like the more we talk about it, I just.
But the
feel
Rams also
more
have
confident.
they have a good offensive line. I mean I edge out, Chicago's a little bit better, but when you match offensive lines, they're not very far apart. And then you put Stafford or Williams behind them, I'm taking Stafford 100 times over.
I agree with that.
He's
I
been in
agree
the
with
league for almost 16, 17 years now. Like
I'm
he's
taking
got the
Ben
experience.
And they're fired up, my dude. They're fired.
You can't
He
argue
takes his
McVay
shirt off
either.
in the locker room, dude.
You take Ben Johnson or fucking McVay.
I'm taking Johnson.
Yeah, Johnson all day.
fucking day.
McVay's old. He's
McVay's not even
He's
old.
not old.
He's fucking young
He's
as fuck,
35.
dude.
He's barely older than me.
He's younger than
Old
me.
enough.
Jason, which one do you take?
taking the Bears and the Rams. Pick the Bears. Be smart.
No, I'm going Bears for sure.
Fuck, am I the only one going Rams?
Yeah, 'cause you're
when I win this
stupid.
shit,
'Cause
y'all
you're
are gonna be
stupid.
feeling dumb as fuck. That's
You're
what
gonna
I'm
be
saying.
feeling dumb as
You're
fuck.
gonna be looking like Eric next week, dude.
No. Okay, but I don't know, dude. I went 6-0
when Indiana
last
wins.
week. I went 6-0 last week when people were saying I was dumb last week, and I went 6-0.
I'm not calling you. I'm not calling.
No,
you
I'm not
dumb.
saying you're calling me dumb. This fucker over here to the left in the red shirt's calling me dumb. He does it all the fucking time. And guess what?
What'd you say, dummy?
You know, we made picks all through the season for the regular season, and you know who won that?
I want to know his record. Dude, can we start
He
tallying
wasn't
this,
that
guys?
bad.
We did tally.
Oh, we tallied all season long. Jason,
Yeah.
do you still have that so you can see the regular season
I
tally?
want to hear this for Eric.
These guys owe me dinner.
I want to know what this record is. This should be.
If I would have started picking the way I picked like 4 weeks earlier, I would have beat them.
I don't think so because if I would have probably
Yeah,
picked
and if
different.
Fairhoff
too.
would
So
have
yeah, right
stayed,
there. Yeah, I'd have been fine. I started coming back. I started getting ahead. I started catching Tim.
You know what bit me? Was hanging onto the Chiefs for too long and
Yeah,
then
'cause you're
picking
stupid.
fucking. I picked the Panthers way too many times.
Yeah, because you're stupid.
Yeah, that
Like
was- I don't know.
I was
why you
feeling the
picked
fucking Panthers
Why?
hype because Jason sucked me into it. He sucked me right into it.
Jason sucked him.
He made me a Panthers believer.
Dude, that's a.
And every time I picked them, they fucking lost. Every time that I didn't pick them, they won.
Sounds like you got 8 losses there.
Fuck. That last week fucked me up too. I should have did better. But the problem with the final week in the NFL, like I picked Dallas. I didn't know Dallas was going to sit all their first and second stringers.
It's terrible.
Like, and it just fucked me that game.
It's a guess.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's a
the seven-
total
this
guess
is
on that
so
last
off.
game. I went 8-8 the last week. I could have went a lot higher if I would have known who was playing their guys and who wasn't playing their guys.
It's tough.
Jason, do you have? Let me ask you this: McVay or Johnson?
McVay.
Me, 100%. 100%. Fuck Ben Johnson.
Johnson.
It's just my hate.
You're
my
emotional.
inner
You're
hate.
making an emotion. You're being.
You're damn right I
Just an
am.
emotional ass.
And, damn right I am, and I deserve that.
Dude.
As a Lions fan, I can never get behind that little squirrely motherfucker.
I'm not saying get behind him. I'm not saying fuck. It's
I-
just,
to say that they're going to win this week, I got to get behind.
gotta be a
I am
realist.
going. You know
You
what?
gotta be real about it.
I'm riding the Detroit Rams to the end. That's what I'm doing. Remember that whole thing after Stafford
Yeah,
left? We were all
yeah.
the fucking Detroit
I
Rams
mean, look at your
t-shirts.
goddamn wall.
That's fucking Stafford Super Bowl jersey right there, buddy.
I'm aware.
We had no idea.
I'm a Stafford fan. Always
I
have
couldn't
been.
tell.
Yeah, like
Let me ask you the Cabrera too.
yeah, I'm a Cabrera fan.
Yes, thanks.
Yeah, I guess it's not a hard choice when you look at the wall.
No shit, Sherlock. Maybe you are, Eric. You guys are more alike than you are different, huh?
No, I'd never fucking say that.
Yeah, well,
We are.
you just did.
Anyways, yes. Is that it for the NFL?
That's it.
Makes me sad.
Gosh damn! Hopefully I hit the right button here.
Hopefully
It's been
not.
a long time. That is not
Definitely
the
not
right
the
button.
right
Hold on,
fucking
let me.
button.
I got. You know, I gotta like
Can we
draw
say
on this.
what was happening?
Was that the right button?
Yes, it was. You fucking idiot.
Hold on. Let me.
This,
Was it? Oh, check it out.
Hold on.
this is where Jason's the producer.
I can't remember my jingle. No, that was the what was that one? The bowling one?
Yeah, the PBA.
I think this was it.
That was it. Yeah,
do this
two-
every
Or was it
two-
this one?
two-
Oh, this one.
That's
yeah,
it.
2 minutes of game golf.
This is Tim's 2 Minutes of Golf, brought to you by the Sports Reel podcast on the PFC Entertainment Network.
Newsflash, it never lasts 2 minutes.
No, sometimes it doesn't. It's not going to last 2 minutes right now because we've had some big breaking news in the PGA Tour this week. Brooks Koepka, which we saw stepped away from Live Golf last week, reapplied for PGA Tour card this week, and the PGA Tour has granted it with some stipulations here.
Stipulations?
Yeah, well, you got to hear that.
I read this shit, dude, and I was like, "Are you fucking kidding me?"
I got a page of notes to fucking go over here to cover what they made him have to go through and what the whole thing that they came up with. But he will play here in a couple weeks in the Farmers Insurance Open, and then at the Waste Management Phoenix Open. So he is back on the PGA Tour and will be playing in the tour 2 weeks from now. But with this news, the PGA has established a returning members program. Jason, you read this. There's a new program. Only players who have been away at least 2 years and have won a major or the Players' Championship during the 2022 to 2025 seasons qualify for this program. And players have till February 2nd to apply for this program to be able to play in this year. Now, I'll tell you in a minute why I think that they're doing this and who they're trying to get right now, because I think Brooks Koepka might not be the only golfer that we see step away from Live. Tiger Woods never left fucking PGA. And on top of that, he's still injured. I think he just had back surgery recently.
Yes, I believe.
But anyways, returning players will not receive any payments from the FedEx Cup bonus program and will not be eligible to earn any equity from the equity program for the next 5 years.
Jesus.
Plus, they have to make a $5 million charitable contribution in order to return.
Damn.
That's mutually agreed upon between the golfer and the PGA.
Correct. So, and granted, these guys who left to go to Live were getting paid astronomical amounts of money.
That Saudi league was insane.
Dude, they're still going.
You know what the crazy part is, Tim?
What's that?
I really do like watching golf. I'm going to have to get back into it. It's very nice to watch golf.
So you can talk with me about this.
I really do like watching golf, honestly.
So we saw Brooks Koepka step away from Live Golf. He's back on the PGA Tour. I don't know. I think the PGA has bigger plans in mind, trying to entice some of these players to come back over. And who I really think they're after is Bryson DeChambeau. If they can somehow pull Bryson back off of Live,
dude, he is the man.
Come back. He is the man. He is built up. I mean, one, he's really fucking good.
Yeah, and he's enjoyable to watch. Like, he's a personality.
Yeah, he's a personality. Two, he has built an online following. You cannot compare it to anybody else in golf. Like Bryson DeChambeau is one of the biggest names in golf when it comes to an online, fucking following. Like
he's the
that
modern
guy,
John Daly.
Yeah, I would put him up there with less. I mean,
like as far as notoriety,
less beer,
and
and
the personality
less beer,
behind it, and no, seriously, like he is like a personality.
I mean, he grabbed onto the YouTube world like no other. That guy has a YouTube following like nobody else in golf. Other players have tried. Phil Mickelson has tried to start his YouTube channel. There's other names out there who've tried this. The Bryan brothers, Wesley Bryan. He got suspended off the PGA for playing. We talked about one of the online tournaments. The YouTube tournaments that they were playing. He got suspended from the PGA for that.
That was a huge thing.
Which is
that went off a lot bigger than I thought it was going to.
It did, and it kind of shafts him now that they're just letting Brooks Koepka come back.
Yeah.
Jason, that's kind of fancy. I dig that little round ball.
He's bored of your 10 minutes of golf.
So, Jason, what are your thoughts on? Because you read this. What were your? And I mean, we're off the screen altogether.
Yeah, now it's just Jason. Oh,
there insane. I think it's insane. I think that's too harsh, in my opinion. I know they're making, but
you can win a lot of money though. So, but it is kind of harsh.
I read this, Tim, and the first thing that came to my mind was the PGA as a whole needs to calm the fuck down. I mean, what are you doing? I couldn't believe what I was reading. And I don't follow golf all that closely, but this whole thing came across my radar, and I'm like, oh, this is interesting. And I was just like, I'm reading the details and what this dude was going to have to sacrifice, and I'm like, is it fucking worth it? Is it worth it to be affiliated with this entity that you're willing to forego all of this money, I'm like, what the fuck? I don't know, man. I was stunned when I read that, and I was even more stunned that he agreed to it. But you know,
Do you want to know why the PGA Tour did it and the way that they did it? So it's to save face with the players that didn't leave. Now Brooks Koepka went over there, and if I'm not mistaken, I think his contract was, I think it was 250 or 300 for 4 years. Like that's 250 to 300 million for 4 years. He made a shit ton of money over there. Now the guys who stayed at the PGA, they're based off of winnings. You know what I mean? I mean, if you look it up, I think Scotty probably made somewhere around 75 million last year. But that's one of the top players in golf. There's a lot of guys on the PGA Tour.
It drops off severely.
That it drops off severely. So the people who didn't go, that didn't just take that money, they're trying to save face with them, because that was the biggest argument right there. Is like, why are people staying with the PGA when the money isn't there compared to what it is with Live? Because that's just a starting point too. Live Golf still has, I mean, you win a tournament, you win even more money.
The courses are beautiful too.
The courses are absolutely beautiful. They're playing at some of the nicest courses in the world. You know what I mean? They're playing all over the world.
How do you compete with that?
And
I mean, I think it's like what he said. They got to figure something out. Like, I think they're losing their face and losing brand.
the thing that's saving the PGA Tour is the fact that it's the PGA Tour. The history behind it. The people who left for Live, they were getting shafted when it came to competing in certain tournaments and shit like that. And these are the tournaments that are going to make your legacy. It's the legacy that players are chasing more with the PGA Tour than they are money. Live Tour is where the money's at. The legacy is with the PGA Tour. Now, Brooks, he went and made his money from Live. Now, granted, he had to give up some money to leave Live, but he still made a shit ton of money playing for Live. And he's got a much harder schedule on the PGA Tour. But it's a legacy. And Brooks is a good fucking golfer. He's always been good. I mean, he's been down over the last few years, but he still has that ability to turn up into any major and make a run for it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he'll compete.
And that's it makes me excited that he's back, because since he has left, Scotty's been running the show, obviously. Scotty Scheffler has been the top golfer in the world. And some people kind of put an asterisk next to his name, because some of the other top golfers in the world, whether it was Brooks Koepka, or it was Bryson DeChambeau, or it was Dustin Johnson, Cam Smith, a lot of these names left for Live. And when you take those names out of these tournaments every week, the only time that we get to see those guys play against like a Scotty Scheffler is in the majors. Like, how would Scotty do? I think Scotty won 5 tournaments last year and then 2 majors. So obviously Scotty's good enough to continue to compete against these guys in the majors. But at the same time, when you look at Live, they don't play nearly as much as the guys on the PGA Tour do. So you get the reps behind them. How much better are these guys going to be when they get to play a lot more, you know, in that tournament level?
Yeah, that level, sure. But like, I mean, it's like one of those things. It's just like, legacy is obviously the main reason that PGA is there, but they got to switch something up.
Legacy is why any people play sports. Let's be honest with each other. Anybody who gets into sports, they want their name remembered forever. Like, not a lot of people get to do it, but
now we're in a day and age of where, like, you know, media presence is everything. I mean, look at this. Like, sports podcast is like the greatest things around now.
Yeah, media.
There's just media.
Yeah,
and that like is going to get way more media attention. I believe it's going to grow. I think.
Yeah. You think?
And we're going to see more of the YouTube tournaments, and that's
YouTube is taking over golf. I've talked about this a million times on this podcast. YouTube golf is huge. Whether you talk about, you know, the fucking Bryan brothers, you talk about Good, Bob Does Sports. I mean, all these channels are fucking huge.
PGA has to switch something to make it so it's more modernized. Like, I mean, they haven't switched their like aspect in attacking, like how they interact with their players
or how they interact with the online community in general. I mean, talk about Jason. How many times the PGA Tour just fucking cut our fucking shit right away?
No, every single time,
dude. Anytime we show anything related to PGA Tour, our fucking shit is cut instantly.
Yeah,
like they beat up on us hard. Like, I love golf and I love talking about the PGA Tour, but we cannot show anything related to the PGA Tour. Otherwise, it's just fucking, it's gone in the history books. Like, the only place you can find is Spotify, because Spotify don't give a fuck.
Right.
No, Spotify does not care. I love Spotify. I was not a believer in Spotify. This man over here made me a believer. I appreciate that.
Yeah, Spotify's fucking awesome,
It's
and I love
amazing.
They're next
Spotify.
level. They're next level.
If anybody's listening to this right now, find us on Spotify and watch it. The video quality is amazing, especially if you want to watch it. Pull it up on your TV. You know, you can pull the Spotify app up on your TV. Jason, you were just sending me clips of our 2 week show ago, you know, watching it on Spotify. The video is amazing on Spotify. It's the best way to watch us, to be honest. So check out our Spotify at the PFC Entertainment Network. You can catch all the great shows of the PFC Entertainment Network on there. I don't know. That could be bullshit.
Yeah, I know. Like, what's
Yeah, that's Dave. I love you. He's singing a song in there. Never gonna dance again. Guilty if you had no. Yeah, it's Dave. It's Dave.
what's
That's
going
not
on?
real.
I was like, what is this? What is it? They're talking about dancing and guilty feelings. I was like, wait.
Oh
We
man.
love David. We love Dave. Dave, we love you. But yeah, I think PGA, you're right. They need to get with the times. And I think, you know, that's why they need Bryson back, because Bryson can help them get there. It's Bryson's the biggest name in YouTube golf. And you know, the thing love about Bryson is not only is he huge in YouTube golf, but he helps everybody else too. He jumps on all these other channels. He jumps on with Good. He jumps on with Bob Does Sports. He jumps on with Phil Mickelson. All these guys are Grant Horvat.
Collaborations are huge.
Yeah, Grant Horvat's another one that he jumps on with. I mean, he's huge. He's doing a lot of good for YouTube golf. These YouTube golf tournaments are huge. A lot of them, I mean, some of them are put on by Good. Some of them are put on by a collaborative effort between all of them, whether it's Rick Shields
But that's what we
or
like,
Peter
you know,
Finch and all these guys. Like,
Collaborations are what people want.
yeah, YouTube golf is amazing. Collaborations are huge. Speaking of collaboration, I want to give a shout out right now for next week. We have Vin from Just Another Sports Fan from TikTok coming on the show. He was in our YouTube chats here earlier. So look out for him next week. We'll be posting all his links and shit this coming up week. But yeah.
What is wrong
Yeah,
with you?
YouTube golf, I think, is. I'm not saying it's the future of golf, because obviously the PGA Tour is still the top
There's
level.
gonna be a place for it.
There is a place for YouTube golf. Jason, have you gotten into any YouTube golf yet?
I have not, I'll be honest.
You need to get on it, because honestly, I can watch golf all day long. YouTube golf is a million times more entertaining than watching golf on TV.
Dude, my friends couldn't stop talking about it. Every night talked about it.
Yeah, like it's just the way it's shot. It's more entertaining. It's not as slow. And granted, I love watching golf. I can watch it all over. And there's nothing like going to a PGA Tour event live.
It's very cool.
Yeah, I got Jason to his first one last year. I'm gonna get Eric to his first one this year. Jason's
No.
gonna go back. You're gonna go to the
It's
Rocket.
actually a lot of fun, man.
I'm gonna go. I just want to fuck
When
with
they
them.
just did the Buick Open, I went.
Yeah.
I was probably, I don't know,
Jason,
16. It was sick.
like last year when we took you to the Rocket, from the mindset you had, because you're not technically like a huge golf fan and stuff like that.
Right.
The experience is next level, isn't it? It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's an atmosphere unlike anything that I had been a part of, and you know, I walked into it open-minded, but I wasn't invested, but I'm so glad that I went, and I have a better appreciation for what all goes into an event like that, especially on the level that the Rocket Mortgage thing was. It was a good time, and I am going back because it was a cool atmosphere. It was a cool environment. Just kind of sit back and looking and watching and listening. It's pretty awesome. Pretty awesome. And yeah, Eric, you are going.
Yeah, you have to go, because we're gonna be, covering the sky again while we're there. Because that's how we had to do it this last year, because we couldn't show the course at all, but we could cover the sky with our faces with the sky in the background and talk about it. But we couldn't take any video of the fucking course at all, otherwise they would have just fucking cut it anyways. But this year should be a lot more exciting, Jason, because it's more towards the end of the season. It's in late August this year. So you're going to have a lot of bigger name players that come to the tournament that are still chasing FedEx Cup points. So I wouldn't be surprised if maybe You know, we might see a Rory McIlroy there. You know what I mean? Like, there's a possibility if he's still chasing those points at that point in time, we'll see some of these bigger names that are higher on that list or just trying to.
If Tiger Woods ain't there, I'm not going.
Tiger Woods probably isn't even playing this year. Have you even been following the TGL?
No. I just wanted to wear a shirt with his mugshot on it like that one guy did.
You can do that anyways. He is still a member of the PGA Tour. In fact, you know what my goal is this year? Like, I have the picture saved. I'm going to turn them into little canvas pictures. I got Tiger Woods' mugshot, Scotty Scheffler's mugshot, and John Daly's mugshot. And they're going to be hanging in here somewhere because it's just fucking awesome. But anyways, yeah.
That's Tim's 10 minutes of golf.
That's Tim's 2 minutes of golf talk, brought to you by the PFC Entertainment Network.
More like 18 minutes, but
hey, that was actually big news in golf this week.
It is. You're not wrong.
Well, we certainly appreciate everybody who tuned in with us live tonight, and those who are going to download this on the RSS feed on demand. You can do so you can see the video presentation, like Tim mentioned, over on Spotify, or the audio version is available on iTunes, iHeartRadio, and Amazon Music. Be sure to check out our online store, pfcstore.printify.me, for the latest merchandise, and just a couple of weeks away from the launch of our spring lineup. That means new baseball jerseys, gentlemen.
Rock on, brother. What to say? We got some cool fancy colors this year.
Yeah, especially this particular show, very well represented in the spring lineup this year.
Did you do Eric is a bitch baseball jersey?
I would buy that.
No, but it is on a poster.
Okay. I will buy that poster and hang it on this wall in here.
Probably will.
I will take down one of these jerseys and hang an Eric is a bitch.
That would be good. Take down the Mahomes ones, 100%.
Now, I might lose one of the Staffords.
No, take down Mahomes.
I have two Staffords on the wall, and Eric is a bitch fucking poster will fit.
I mean, you could just take out baseball, honestly.
What the? Don't you?
Well, you're America's game? Bullshit.
Jason is our baseball. I mean, I love baseball too, but Jason is deep baseball. Deep baseball.
I'm a fan.
I like Bryce Harper.
I'm not mad about it. I'm also a big fan of Fatal 4-Way, which is going to be live this Friday at 6 p.m. on Orion ON TV. Look for them on YouTube and Facebook. We're also dropping a new episode of On This Day in the 80s on Wednesday, and then we're going to circle back around and be live with you next Tuesday beginning at 6:45 p.m. Gentlemen, anything else before we put a bow on this?
Eric's a bitch.
Okay, fair enough. Love that.
We have to get our bitch quota in this podcast.
You're on one tonight.
We have to get our bitch
You want
quota
to take a
in.
shot of whiskey? You want to black out?
And that's presented by PFC Entertainment right there. Eric is a bitch quote.
Oh no, we a couple weeks ago we went pretty hard down here.
Yeah,
and,
you fucking blacked out. Jason blacked out, and I remember everything. So,
I didn't black out. I remember everything.
No, you don't.
You were
getting assaulted. You fuck.
You were pretty sauced up though, but.
Yeah, it did. I showed you the fucking video on New Year's.
He sat there and searched for the fucking video. He sat there for half an hour to find this fucking thing.
You fucks.
And yes, Jason, like Dave said, you are also a huge fan of Wham. Other than that, let's wrap this shindig up.
All right, go out this week. Be out what?
Hold on, one more quick shout out. Just another sports fan from TikTok. Vin next week is going to be joining us here live on the Sports World podcast. I'll post all
Looking forward to having him. Carl, it was great to have you on the show. And with that, go out, be awesome to yourselves and to each other. We'll see you next Tuesday right here on the Sports Reel podcast on the PFC Entertainment Network.
Let's fucking go Josh Allen and the Bills. Let's go Red Wings. Let's fucking go Pistons.
Go Canes.
Yeah, Miami.
Hoosiers,
Let's
baby.
on that fucking, we're going to have the Rock on the side.